This is a post-show podcast. It's gonna look weird on the thing so far. Will I fix it? This is the post-show podcast. Give me this looks awful. Everything's all discombobulated. Every time I start, it looks terrible. Card graphics are there. Yes. Monitor. No. Motion card for now. That gives us a graphic. Say what's up, Jim.
What's up?
Okay, what's up, Jim? Yeah. And then we have Junko Jiirota. Say what's up.
Yo.
Bet. Okay, cool. And then we'll be joined by the current CCW champion in like five minutes. Hopefully people can hear that. I don't know. Like they'll be on YouTube. On Twitch to see if they can hear that or not. While I fix this madness because my OBS is tragic. So first things first, I guess we're gonna. Last time we did an hour in what 40, 30?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to aim for that. Keep your thoughts consistent. I really ain't got much to fucking add. I'll usually probably agree with whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm just exhausted, but good show. I enjoyed it. A lot of videos, a lot of matches. Runtime officially is I can't find this shit for nothing. 3:24. It looks like is the official runtime on this bad boy, which is not too bad. And that's 10 matches, so we do better time than certain companies that actually exist in the real world. That's me talking nonsense because that's what I do. I'm sure I'm gonna get a message from Adam to come back. But first and foremost, I guess we'll talk about the introduction done by Amp. I don't think Amp was here today for whatever reason. Probably RL acting up. Lower that real quick. Excellent little package. Always the best. Can't really complain about shit like that. We'll give thoughts. Anybody got thoughts on the introduction?
I thought it really hit the theme of the end of the season and everybody that was involved in end games up to the end of it. I always like the way kind of things cut together, and it's very seamless. You know what I mean? So just appreciate all the work Em did on that.
One day I just want to go. I don't know what you mean. Junko, thoughts, concerns, comments.
Yeah, look, the meteor aesthetic. Always we've been crying for the meteor for like weeks now, right? So we finally got it.
When the meteor finally arrives, Hoot. Yeah.
The Boston tributes and aesthetics are always a good. I love it when we go to like different cities and we pay homage. So I love that stuff.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. I think he's gonna ask to add him. Go back. He needs to go back to. Jesus Christ. Okay. We gotta get him. We gotta get the champion. So as soon as he figures out his shit, we can drag him in. He's like, I'm back. Okay, well, you got to be in the thing. So, there he is. Okay. Hi. You there now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just getting
situated.
Yeah.
All right. So, So, in quick succession, basically, what do you think about the introduction? That's an awkward silence just for you, but yeah.
I'm getting set up, dude.
I purposely. Right, you still get? Are you good now?
Yeah. Well, I had to switch over. Like I plugged in the mic and stuff and all that shit. I'm good now. I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
So, what do you think about the introduction? So he's oh my god, I hate my life.
I do too. Sometimes. Okay. With the introduction, every single one of these pay-per-view like events and stuff, they get me excited. This was no different. Like seeing everything that's happened over the season leading up to this point, like it really felt like a good send-off. I was really happy with how things came to a conclusion. I'm really happy with a lot of this show. There's some things that I don't like as much, but we'll talk about them.
Feel free to express yourself. I don't care. That's not me being whatever. I'm just literally saying. Okay, so first thing we have the women's package. So with the outline, basically, we're gonna combine the package and the actual match itself just to save time. So we have the women's package, and then we have the women's triple threat match. Package itself, I think, was sufficient. I don't have creative critique for this particular video. I apologize if that seems callous. I just don't. Kind of nailed the points home, which is what you want in these kind of videos. It tells the story. Music was fine. Not particularly my taste, but it is what it is. Again, that's not a harsh critique. That's just whatever. But it nailed down all the points for the actual build up for the match. Kind of short, but made sense in the sense that of all the things that happened within a short amount of time to bring forth this match. So I'm glad it worked out. Match itself, very entertaining. A lot of fun spots. Told a really good story in the ring. Fucking Pearl is clawing for the Junko Rookie of the Year spot. Looks like. So either way, fun stuff. It's interesting to see what happens. Marissa always lies, and that's the given. So we know that shit. And we'll do Junko B and then Bash because he was actually in this match. Junkie, you're up. Be consistent. Be consistent.
Be consistent.
Be consistent. Sorry.
Concise.
Sure. Concise, consistent, critical, whatever you want.
I like the package. I think good packages. I think you should always do a job of telling the story of what happened, just in case people are watching the PPV and they missed shows, just so they know kind of what they missed. So I think they did a really good job with that, with Tammy doing her ugly face stuff. Pearl's really good at using her size. I think Pearl and Belle are probably the two best when it comes to like the cruiserweight type of stuff. So I really like the fact that she can really express herself with the offense. And her being in a match with two hosses, I think, was really good too as well. Like there was a lot of good spots that happened during the match, things of that nature. Besides Scotty being AFK for a bit, but hey, it is what it is. But good match. I give it like a 8.
I actually forgot that B is also in this match, but fuck it, he's a secondary person. So go ahead, speak about the match you were in.
The hype video was short, and I mean, there's not really too much to say about it. It was a quick turnaround to get the match and the story started and everything. So the fact that Marissa's not defending the title, like this makes perfect sense to have a big contenders match taking place. So I'm all on board with that. The match itself, I was laughing through like 90% of this match. Especially that double elbow drop, I was laughing so fucking hard. I was enjoying myself. The Scotty disappearing for a while, I was like, what the hell's going on here? So a couple of times I thought I'm going to go out and like hit Scotty, see if they're still there and figure out what's going on here. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I thought I had the match won. I had spaced Scotty appropriately, hit a finisher earlier in the match. And I thought for sure I had done that with Jim as well. I thought for sure Pearl's kick was gonna miss, and I started celebrating. Like I started, yeah, I got you, motherfucker! Oh, and the big toe hit me, and I swear that's all that fucking hit me is this little bitty fucking toe. So of course I don't sold the shit out of that, right? And then Scotty got in, and I was like, oh, Scotty's gonna Irish whip Pearl out and then pin Blaine or hit Blaine or something. And it ended in a way that I wasn't expecting. So, kudos, congratulations to Pearl. Congratulations to Jim there.
Shout out for son the Goozle. Pearl, that is. Pearl, you're up. Jim, you're up. Fuck, Jim, Pearl, you're up. Sorry.
All right. So it was a fun match. The package I really just went very simple and basic with. It was a short story. I wanted to make sure we included the build. I had a really hard time selecting the song. I wasn't in love with it myself, but I just went with it. As far as the match was concerned, I also thought it was a very weird situation where we had, Scotty outside the ring. But, when she started moving and then she started walking away, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to suicide dive for now. And that was what we went with. So it was a fun match. In the end, we went the long way around to get Pearl versus Marissa, and here we are.
Oh, good luck at the season premiere. Okay, now we have the Scotty X segment, which people thought was Elliot Parker, which was hilarious. So good job for Scotty for confusing everybody. He had one prior, if anyone remembers. It was maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks back. Either way.
Yeah, it was like 2 shows ago.
Scotty returns. Free fall. Anyone want to chime in? Matter of fact, fuck it. So to keep it simple, Bash, chime in first.
Okay, so it's nice to see him doing some stuff, trying to get his footing back, going into 2K25, and what he's going to do, I don't know, with the, kind of the way that Xbox works and the number of people that are there, who's there is to work with, but I'm glad to see him here and starting to, I guess, delve back into the story and the things that happened to him previously and maybe try and make something better of it now, but we'll see where he takes it from there. That's all I really have to say about it.
Junkie, then Bingo. Junkie. I guess Bingo.
I'm here.
Then.
Michael's being stupid.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the wait and see approach. I know we had a lot of issues before he was leaving with like FPR and things of that nature. So we'll see. I want to see something new from Scotty though, like something that we don't have, right? I hope story wise, I hope he really dives into it and sees. But like this is a good start. I love vignettes. If you're listening and you're a rookie or you're somebody who hasn't been, I love vignettes. Make Junko pop vignettes.
Vignettes.
So, can't complain.
Bingo.
I mean, there's not much to say. We'll see if there's any sort of consistency that follows this. Ultimately, getting onto a pay-per-view is an important first step to recovering things. And I don't really know if Scotty really had momentum ever per se, but next season's a new season, and it doesn't really matter what you did in the past, and now you get a chance to do something new. So kudos to him for putting together something and throwing it out there.
Excellent. We have the tag team match. So first things first, there is no hype package. It's not a huge deal, but the champs weren't aware that they needed to do one. They don't need to do one, but generally, if you are a champ, you should probably just do something. You don't have to do anything crazy. You got like all you need is like a minute and some footage and some whatever. Like if you notice, like if you do any kind of promos or whatever, you can just use those. And maybe a couple entrances, and boom, Bob's your uncle. Either way, match itself. Shout out to Owen's Corning fiberglass. So that should be interesting moving forward. If Owen ever returns, he can be the fiberglass magnate. That would be a great gimmick, in my opinion. Yeah, it should. You got to roll with these things. These are entertaining factors. Either way, fun match, very exciting. The end, oddly enough, fucking Bingo is in fucking 3 matches. This one could have probably went longer if Bingo didn't do what happened at the end. So I'll leave that to him at the end to describe what the fuck happened. But no, it was a pretty fun match. Fun, good defense for the Underground Elite. Shout out to them. They did a written RP. You can check that out on the web show that'll eventually appear. So we'll do Bash, Junko, and then Bingo.
All right, so I was confused first. I thought after the tag matches we saw that we would get Bay and Bebe, so I was kind of confused to see Clickbait in the match. That was the first thing. I didn't know which version of them was going to come out, and I had said on the preview I thought it would be Bay and Bebe, but obviously that ended up being the case. The second thing was I really liked the gear from Underground Elite. I thought it was cool. They kind of had like the matching gear. They looked like a tag team, like the whole entire thing there. So I enjoyed that part of it. The pink aesthetic was nice too, from Clickbait. The match itself, it went very into like different stages. Like Clickbait was up kind of early. Gabe was getting beat up a little bit, and then Eddie came in, and Eddie kind of ran the ring. So it was one of those things where, the match had different parts of it. It was a little short. I don't know what happened at the end there. I'm assuming I'm just, stopped short and missed the stomp or whatever it was, and that was that. But good defense for UE. They're off to a good start, and hopefully they can run with this momentum into next season and, continue growing as a group and individually.
Junkie.
The tag division is fun. I think all the moving parts in the tag division is just super entertaining. This was a good defense. I agree. I assumed Clickbait is Freebird rules. That's what I assumed. They can correct me if I'm wrong. I just assumed they're. I'm okay with it. I don't mind. I think it's cool. I think it's something different. I assumed that Baby was in the match too as well. But hey, I don't really care. If they're Freebird, I think it's even better. The champs are really good at being the underdogs and being the baby faces that everybody wants to cheer for. They're kind of like, they remind me of the Pivot in that way, in the sense like you want to cheer for them, you want to root for them. I'm connected to Eddie in a way. So anytime Eddie does anything great, I'm gonna pop. Gabe is Gabe. Nothing more to say about him. I think he's again one of the stalwarts of this class. Both of them actually. So yeah, good shit. I'm interested to see who decides what they want to step up next. What happens? No fucking diva. I don't understand, but hey.
Bingo.
I'm happy to have had a chance to fight them for their first title defense. I wasn't gonna go easy. I wanted to win all 3 matches. I wanted to be a triple champion. Like it wasn't in the cards. Whatever. So yeah, all 3 of us, we're idiots, and we just throw idiot ideas out. We run with whatever idiot ideas makes the most not nonsensical bullshit sense in our minds. So M came to me. What do you think about being sponsored by the Pink Panther Company, whatever it's called? Like, hell yeah! But then we got to come out to the music. So that's how that came together. It was just nonsensical and stupid, and we're happy to do that. And you're right, it is free bird rules. We had a conversation who's going to be around at this time, and we made it happen off of that. So, as for what happened, the game screwed with me. I got into the ring, and it targeted me on the wrong guy. So I took this really long, weird swing at the instead of breaking up the pin. So then the idea came together. Okay, there's a fucking B. I'm like, good, awesome, love it, roll with it. Like, I was happy. Like, I'm not upset in the slightest. The game fucked with me, but I could care less. Good for them, happy for them, and see what they do next.
Game fucked on me. Hoot. Okay.
Yeah, who fucking cares?
Yeah. Now it looks like, what the fuck do we have now? Wait, what's happened? Oh, we have the court segment, the Quartz and Baker segment. I liked it. I think I was the only one who got most of the references, other than Quartz and maybe Junko, but probably not. Junko wasn't here for BXB Mugen. I like the addition of Baker with Quartz. I think Parker said earlier that Jake has its ability to bring people up with him, which is what I said also. Jake tends to bring people up to his level. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do together and how this coalition will coincide. Is Pew part of this coalition? Probably not. Maybe it's just a vessel. Either way, it's going to be fun to see what happens. The Faces of Mugen was fun. The fucking Stang like rafter thing was sports entertaining to me. Quartz is vying for B17, but Mugen is vying for Quartz. So we're going to see what the fuck happens, I suppose. I don't know, but interesting nevertheless. That's what pro wrestling is about. The Sentinel rides again, so we'll do Bash, Bingo, then Junkie.
This was a fun segment. Just the whole thing kind of brought together. I enjoyed the kind of different aspects and eras of Mugen that, I've seen kind of in the different YouTube videos and stuff like that over the years, kind of coming back and being placed together. And I think this story is intriguing, just kind of the way that Pew was inserted into the story, and now Mugen's playing a big part of it. There's a lot of moving pieces around it, and wrestling stories are best when you can't say, oh, well, this is what's going to happen next, right? And this story has that aspect to it. I can't make heads or tails in this situation. I'm like, oh, this is what's going to happen. So I really enjoyed it for that perspective. I didn't expect the whole rafters thing. The glowing thing was really cool, but I just enjoy the lack of predictability from the whole thing, and it just having the twists and turns.
Next person.
I really like the hypocrisy that Quartz is showcasing right now, and Max kind of put it perfectly either last week or the week before that. With Quartz is kind of out here calling people out for bringing up people that don't deserve it and things of that nature, and false idols and whatnot. So what's he do? He brings back Anthony Baker, who in many cases has had opportunities to shine, didn't work out for whatever reason. So I really appreciate it about him. I also really appreciate that he came out with an entrance that I used with my previous Lost Boy. Was T.Y. Sparks, was the whole back and thing. So Jake and I are going back and doing our thing, and we both trust each other to do what's necessary and what's right, and so I really enjoyed it. I'm obviously a huge Mugen fan as well, so I was screaming. I was happy as hell to see that unfold, especially the slow Sting moment. So I was just fucking hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. No, it's so fucking great though.
Stupid.
It's so great. Wrestling is supposed to be fun, right? Wrestling is supposed to be fun, having serious moments, and that was super fun.
It's so stupid. Yeah, I think who's that? Is Junkie? Yes or no? It was bad. No, it's Junkie, right?
Yeah, I think it's my turn.
Go for it.
This was good. I kind of want to echo. I like Baker showing up and kind of being a part of Quartz, or AKA the Crimson Gaslighter. Really good segment. I like. I don't know. Larry's been one of my favorites so far this season in terms of
Careful now, he's a relic.
Yeah, he's a relic. I fuck relics, but the story wise, in terms of like winning the international title, and then the stuff with Amp, the stuff with now the stuff with Quartz. It's really interesting. I think Jake's probably one of the best storytellers here, so I'm not surprised that this has been entertaining and been really intriguing. You guys should be reading the stuff that Jake is also posting on OCW forum as well too.
I mean, it's today. Yeah.
Well, he's posted other stuff as well.
Yeah.
But thoroughly entertaining. I'm interested to see what happens. Baker fucking just talking shit to the crowd and just popped me heavy.
Yeah, definitely.
Something about fucking taking your bitch or some shit like that. That shit popped me.
Like we're in Philly and fucking like we're in Philly really, in '97.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad Larry's kind of just been like, hey, you're not done with me. Like I know you're looking at bingo, but you're maybe. But yeah, really good.
So fun fact, while I was watching back the video while you were talking, when Larry came out, the actual lights were dimmer, and then when the fucking Stang Larry came down, the lights turned on. So it's little things that matter depending on your skill level. Like Jake would be considered a high skill cap handler, so you would expect something different or whatever from him versus say like a lower. I put him in tiers, I guess, of some sort. Like like when you're in a lower tier, we don't expect certain things, so it's not like against you in any way. Like for example, Blacksmith, you're not gonna get fucking Martin Scorsese. You're gonna get like A24 on a budget, and it's fine. It's just that depending on the person, you know what to expect. So yeah, as always, Jake delivers. Fun fucking segment. Moving on, we have Oh yes, one of my favorites, which I'll talk about in a second. We have the last Blacksmith and a Bash segment. So maybe you've noticed, maybe not. My commentary was a little, I don't know, subdued for a little bit because in backstage, whatever, obviously there was a TSW, TSW, in the main event, which is more or less like a hardcore match, but. My thing is because I'm very retentive and whatever, and I don't know, it's just annoyed, I guess. Like I don't like to have more similar stips, or basically like if I can avoid it, I don't want to have like a table match, like shit like that, because it's kind of weird to me and it looks stupid, whatever. So specifically, the Ashley Bell match was a chairs match, and then I told Parker, I said, hey, just don't use chairs. Tables should be fine, like whatever, like just don't use chairs and it's fine. And he's like, all right, cool. So so there's like differences in the match. So the horse bash match, I was told it would be, or I assumed it would be just regular match. I thought that's what it was. So when I had put it like after the steel cage because it was just a non-stip match. So when all this shit started happening, I was just confused and then angry and then confused, and then I got over it. So yeah, like it wasn't a bad match. It was very entertaining. It's just that I wanted to avoid this problem. At the end of the day, I don't even think it matters because both matches are different, but it's just dumb shit like that like kind of gets my goat, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, match itself did not hate in the slightest. The horse once again rides and continues his fucking onslaught of just crushing anybody that's up and coming or a legend. So I was surprised about this. I didn't think that Horse would pull it out. Pause. No did he, but he did. A lot of fun stuff happened. A lot of usage of fucking accoutrement. And oddly enough, now Bash has someone else to fucking seethe against. If it's not B-17, now it's a stupid horse. So yeah. So we'll do B-17, who's fought stupid horse, then Junko, then we'll leave Bash flat because he's actually in this match. Go for it.
Yeah, if you don't know much about Horse, about 2020, 2021, he got into a really big hot streak. He beat H2O and nobody fucking saw it coming. And he beat him by, being this hardcore icon, willing to do anything above what anybody was willing to push themselves to. So his run, like, really solidified him from this goofy character that not many people liked, and he ran with an idea and he made that idea his own, and that's a lesson that many people should take. Like, you might not like the reactions that happen, but sometimes you have to run with those reactions, and sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. So it's a hard line to kind of draw, and the match, what do you expect from a last Blacksmith match? I think this will probably contribute to Bash's ultimate demise in terms of leadership and control, and I'm looking forward to that because he comes out, he calls people Luddites, and he keeps getting beat by these Luddites. So, like, he's obviously a fucking idiot.
On the topic of horse, I know that the horse always been controversial because I think it was professional jealousy on the part of horse, because motherfuckers are like, I'm doing Martin Scorsese, why don't people like me? And horse is like, MS Paint, and I'm fucking losing my mind. I think that's what it was, because like I know there's I don't know now, not so much because fucking he's been forever, but even back then when he was doing his thing, it's like, yo, I like horse. What the fuck? Get over it. Sorry, like what the fuck you want? But yeah, Junkie, you're up.
To comment on the hardcore stuff, I mean, yeah, they all kind of had their own breath of fresh air, and there was a bit more storytelling with the last two. We'll talk on that when we get there. Would it have been any different? Would it have been like, I think it would have taken away from it if it was just a normal match between the two. Plus, this is his last match, so he kind of has to go through a flaming table. That's all I really did. I had a feeling that Bash was going to control the match and kind of control the tempo, things of that nature, not let Force do his little flippy dippy, let me run through a crashing wall table and crashing walls and stuff. Then he landed the horse kick. Then we started popping. So it was good. It was a really good story. I think an amazing way to send him off. He is a legend. Hitting on him, fuck you. I heard somebody in the chat say, is he OCW's Darby Allin? Darby Allin fucking wishes. I kind of agree with Adam. I think this is going to play a story in our Ginger Man falling. I'm curious to see what happens next. Again, Bash has been one of the MVPs of the season so far, so I don't think it's going to hurt him per se. I'm sure Jimmy's got story stuff and stuff.
Oh, of course.
So,
you got fucking
good. Really good match. I did like the few different instances in the match with like the weapons and things of that nature, and like Jimmy was fucking looking like friggin' any quarterback.
He's a good
quarterback. Yeah,
he's a good fucking handler, and I don't like to glaze. Yeah, he's a good fucking handler.
Absolutely. Like when it comes to like different stipulations and things of that nature, if you give him a ladder match, he's gonna ladder the fuck out of that match. So kudos to him.
The glaze!
Yeah, no, it's funny. The final glaze. Are you done? I was like, go ahead, Junko. My bad.
No, go ahead.
No, the final glaze. I didn't yell at him. I was like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, hey, if you want, you can scrap it. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking scrap a match, especially if it's always last match. It's fine. It just had to move it down. So it's like whatever. And that's me just because I'm fucking on the spectrum. That's it. Like if not, I would have just been. I don't care. But it was fucking solid. It was fun. And fucking Jim out here. Jim's a soldier. He's like, it's okay if you got scrap it, it's fine. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's not that serious. But yeah, shout out to him. But fucking Horse, man. I think Horse got the loudest. This match got some of the loudest reactions, but I think because Mad Money was on this match.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! It was like 200K.
It was like 220.
Oh, and that's why my match has a comment like Bash versus Horse didn't happen because you moved down the card. What the fuck? I don't know what Cass is saying. Oh yeah. No, I know what you're saying now. Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, because initially it was the steel cage match was like number 5. And then I assumed this match was the Sangles, so I put it right after. And then like basically so we wouldn't have like, and then the chairs was like right after, so we wouldn't have that. We had like a spread between the weapony matches. But basically if I didn't, it would have been cage, weapony match, Jinx, 2 title matches, and then weapony match. Like, nope, not doing that, Hoop. Not doing that. So that's why, yeah. Smart. I read now. So yeah. Jim, you're up. Speak.
All right, so first of all, thank you to Mateo, for doing this. He's very busy, and it's, he's not going to be back for 2K25. definitely doesn't have time anymore for this, but we managed to make it work. In terms of this, he was definitely a name that I wanted to scratch off my list. I'm kind of just like looking for people that I want to wrestle and tell stories with at this point, and he was one of them. As far as the match was concerned, when I first started with him, I didn't know it was going to be a retirement match. He didn't tell me until I was finishing the go home segment that he was going to retire. So like the day after, I sent you something about it, Jay, and you just said, and I should have said more about it. And then, but you sent the matches, and I was like doing stuff. And then the funny part about this is, remember, I had to go out of town for work emergency too. So this match didn't get played until I got home on Tuesday. And then I edited it immediately and had it in that night, right? So it was just like a whirlwind to get all this shit done. So, thanks to Horace for being flexible in terms of his time and getting it done, the whole thing. It was a fun-ass match, in terms of, I don't do a lot of hardcore matches. This is outside of the Extreme Rules match I had in the Apocalypse match. That's it. Like, I've never had that many hardcore matches. I tried to just go in and do good things with the weapons and hit my finishers and signatures when I had them, that type of thing, because I know that was the big criticism of the, in the second match of the Apocalypse match, you know what I mean? We had at Clash, right? So I really just tried to do that stuff, and, look, he caught me at the end with the stomp. He walks away. If he ever comes back, I'm going to burn him. But it's another, it's time to tell another story, find the next thing to do, and I'm sure I will find that thing, so... That's it. Again, thank you to Horse. And by the way, with the hype package, I purposely was crude with the hype package. I wanted it to capture the essence of Horse. If you notice, I didn't put Bash in the hype package barely at all, except the end. I kind of tried to make it like a Horse tribute. And the other thing, people got mad about the rolling out of the ring thing, or at the end. I knew how long the post was going to run because of his speech, so I tried to cut. I didn't try to no sell it like people were saying in this Twitch chat. So if it appeared that way, my bad. I won't do that again. But it's one of those things where I just knew how long Horse's speech was going to run, and I didn't want it to run long. If you notice, the Bellacore and Bash thing happens in a snap of a finger. We're out. Because I knew his speech was 2.5 minutes or something like that. So I was like, okay, let's get this done and get it out of here. So again, if that was a misstep, then my bad on that one.
Yeah, fuck them. They don't know what we're talking
about. Is Horse a fucking chef? Is that what it is? He's in the Discord now. I mean, in chat now, but I think he was a cook before or some shit like that. A chef. I know he's doing whatever.
IRL?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Is he? Horse, you a chef?
Confirm.
Answer the question, stupid horse.
Gordon fucking Ramsay.
You know what's funny? So here's this is another reason why I love Mateo as well. When Mateo joined OCW, his English was very, very, very limited. Incredibly limited. Am I a chef? I don't. Great. Don't care. Anyway, moving on. I remember him doing something with pizza legitimately, but whatever, I don't care. But no, his English was very, very limited. So that was a strike against him, not by me, but by most of the community. So think of it this way: think of it like you join a PvP spot in fucking Spain or fucking Italy or Croatia or some shit. You don't speak the language, and you're trying to do what you can, and people are just shitting on you in their language, and you're like, see. So, that's why I've always had a fucking special place for fucking Horse. He, for example, Valkyrie is also Italian, but Valkyrie can speak English. Horse's English didn't, fuck you, Max. Yes, it's the truth. It's the truth. No, fucking, Horse came in with not great English, and now he's very fluent. Obviously, it's been years, but still, it's not up because of us he learned English, but still, that's another reason I appreciate him. Imagine coming someplace else. Imagine going to a French PvP league. And they're just fucking, oh, you stupid American. And you're like, I don't know what you're saying, but I have a match at 7. And they're just, but whatever. So shout out to Horse. Fuck you. Anyway, moving on. Stupid Horse. There's an advertisement. Oh, we have Nova Rosello and thing. So the name of this video was Nova Slams Iceman. So I thought at one point Iceman was assaulted, but that never happened. He was slammed verbally. So I just wanted to say my confusion. So whatever. Funny. Not funny, I don't know what to say about it. It's not negative, but it's like whatever word you want to use to move something forward. Basically, Nova said, "Fuck you, Iceman." So I'm assuming this means that, given what happened at the main event, that there will probably be an issue between Nova and the Man of the Ice, is what I'm assuming. Mind you, I'm not being negative. I'm just not. English is my second language. Fuck you. We'll do Bash, Junko, Bingo. Go for it.
I thought this set the table, like you said, pretty well for a confrontation moving forward, and that seems to be like what happens to Alparca, right? Like he has a world title match with someone, and then Sheldon feuds with Luis, right? And now it looks like Nate Max is going to do some feuding with Nova, and I think it just, like you said, more of a table setter for next season, and that's all it really. The purpose of it was.
Set the table. Next up.
Was it me or Adam?
You know what? Fucking Adam, go ahead. Sorry, that was aggressive.
It was Junko, actually.
All right, fuck
okay.
you. You're going.
Cool. I think Jim said it, like you both said it. There's nothing really to take away from it. It progressed the story forward in terms of expectations for next year. Iceman and, getting away from El Parca, and I'm sure Marissa's going to be involved as well. Nova's obviously going to be there, and that honestly, that's where I thought this story would probably end up anyways. So, yeah.
Sick of Marissa. Junko, you're up.
Are we just going to ignore Claudio and
you know what? Bring it up.
Nova's conversation.
Bring it up. Like, go ahead. This is why we have this. This is why we have you.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
I'm more interested in that. Like I've always been complaining. I'm like, yeah, Claudio needs to be in some sort of CCW or OCW title picture. He's just done enough. I think he deserves it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a situation where he's trying to get him into the cartel. Who knows? But yeah, I'm more interested to see what happens, what that was about. I'm sure we'll find out next season. But what the hell was that? And Nova was very short. He almost like he started cutting the promo like that interaction didn't happen. Like we never saw it. So it's interesting. I don't think Max done with Parca, but again, we'll talk about that later on the night. But interesting, very very interesting. I like story moving things. So I'll give it. I'm interested. I want to see more.
Yes,
that's a fair point.
I love Nova. You guys know, whenever he comes out, I know Black Soul. So
I know Black Puppy.
If we get more Nova, we get more Nova. I know Riot has a million characters, but this is
the fucking Riotverse is ever expanding like a black hole.
This is definitely one of my favorite characters for sure.
All right, now the next we're making fantastic time, by the way. We have the Sheldon the Sheldon Louis package. So we'll do Junko, Blaine, then Jim. Go.
This was the match that I was most anticipated. This is the one I wanted to see the most. I called it match of the night. Obviously, it didn't because there were other ones that were pretty damn good. Lulu's got a lot of potential right now to kind of do similar things to what John Carter's doing right now, what Iceman's doing. I know we've been complaining about a lot of alignments, and especially when it comes to babyface. I think he's one of them that could really, the crowd can really get behind. I don't necessarily know what's going on between him and his relationship with Parca. It might just be a mentor thing, and then the alignments are just based off of what they're doing in the universe. But I love him. I love the package. I love the aesthetic. I love that he's got a voice. This package, I believe Max can correct me. It might have been 20th anniversary when he was doing like the workouts and stuff and saying how he's rebuilding and things of that nature. That really got me behind him. Sheldon is a made man, so not really much to say about Shelly in terms of great stuff. I love the metamorphosis from German excellence to this crash out emo kid. Tonight was kind of like the climax of it, or whatever the case may be. Match was really good, like bell to bell in terms of in between the ropes, so I won't really gas too much. But Lulu's got a lot of potential, a lot of things to go forward. I love the whole chest aesthetic and things of that nature. He's got outside of maybe Iceman, he's probably got the attire of the night for me. But good stuff. I want to see what happens next though. Dillinger, this whole Dillinger stuff is really interesting as well too. So hopefully they keep expanding on that.
Ooh,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah. With everything circling around El Parca, if you look at how John and Shelly and Lewis are all kind of part of the rising tide that's surrounding the OCW Championship, it becomes more evident how tightly knit their stories have been and how well they've done at uplifting each other. And the idea of Kid Icarus completely falling apart and falling back to the ground has been a very intriguing story to watch. And I would not go as far to say that that Sheldon is a made man. Like, he has a lot of redemption to not only like if his character ever returns to the good side or anything, but like solidifying himself as a legit competitor when the spotlight is the brightest. He's obviously very good in the ring. There's been a lot of match of the night candidates with him around, and the same thing can be said about Lulu, which I agree is a great nickname.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really excited about the match. I'm a huge Lewis Bishop fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a pretty big Max Edwards fan as well. So there's a little bit of sadness with me because like Lulu is being so successful that it probably means that there's not as much call or much thought for Max Edwards to be back in here. But Lewis really deserves to be highlighted as a main character of the future, somebody that you can count on to be great, and somebody that's probably a future world champion if he continues to develop the way that he is. And Sheldon is going to well, I'm really curious to see where the actual crash out point is, because he's been betrayed by 3 prominent people in his past and father figures almost, and I love it. So how bad does it get for him is what I'm most interested in seeing in the future. For Lewis, it's how will he continue to revolve with El Parca? That's my curious point.
Jim.
All right. So as far as this match was concerned, I expected Sheldon to win. I said that on the pre-show, and he won. What happens for me that moving forward that's going to be interesting is going to be with Luis and all the stuff that Sheldon said in this kind of like build up is at what point like does Luis, a character who doesn't really show many outward signs of being a heel, I could easily see him as a babyface in the future, right? What point does he kind of jump ship and turn in that direction? Because I could easily see that being one of El Parca's next moves. At some point, him and Luis, if Luis can kind of build his way up, because that's really the interesting part of this. Now, for Sheldon, where does this go from here? He beat Louis. Now, what's next on his list? What name is he trying to scratch out on this? Because I don't think the story's over with at this point. And I just want to see what name he tries to mark out next. He tried to mark out John Carter's, and that didn't work out for him. But he got Louis. Obviously, didn't work out with El Parca. Nova seems to be trending to Iceman right now. So where is this story going? That type of thing. So that's what I want to know.
Very curious indeed. Yeah, solid match. All I gotta say is Lewis had this motherfucker on the ropes. He on three losses in a row. So he's like, oh shit, I gotta use a fucking submission out of nowhere that I fucking had in my back pocket. That's how dangerous. Yeah. That's how dangerous the Dominican is. And if Lou ever becomes a world champion, he'll be the first Dominican world champion, which kind of sickens me, but I'll allow it. Whatever. I'm a generous guy.
So me and Adam can sing his theme song on blast.
Yeah, singing his theme song and fucking just trigger Jake. Look at Adam. Sorry.
I don't know what any of the words are. I don't know.
It's very fast. It's an incredibly fast Dominican, by the way. Yeah, I don't even know the name of the song, by the way.
I'm just so excited when I hear it. And which
I love Louis.
Bash said it like, to me, Lewis is very easily could be a face and very easily could be the next challenger to El Parca.
He needed to use every salvo to stop the Dominican domination. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, that's everybody, right?
And that's my thing, right? Like, I don't look at him like he doesn't give up. Nothing about him says heel besides the fact of who he runs with, right? Like when he talks, everything. Like he's very confident and things of that nature, but it's very passionate in the way that he speaks and what he stands for, right? Like, yes, he had a few zingers when it came to like his little back and forth with Sheldon, but like looking at him, and the way he wrestles and the way he presents himself, it's very babyface like. So it's interesting to see.
I love it.
At Hard Target, I think it was Hard Target 2023 is when Bash revealed that Luis Bishop was working for Archer Enterprises. Like, it's been that long. Mm-hmm. He's been there for a long time. So, kind of in and out. So I'm interested to see when he's really out.
Right, and this is the beauty of OCW. We can speak things into existence. Like
now with Max.
No, right?
Hesitant motherfucker number one, bro. You can't tell him shit.
Well, no, but Max is a smart guy. Max hears what's being
Max
said.
gonna do what Max gonna do. He gonna listen to nobody.
I know he's not going to, but he's aware. He is aware, and that's the great thing. And you have to be that way in OCW. Sometimes you have to be willing to hear what people are saying and speak it into existence, and go with it. So maybe we'll see that. Maybe we won't. But
yeah. Maybe.
I trust them with the moving parts. You have Jake's there, Parker's there. I trust them. They'll be fine.
Anyway, we have more for you. What do we have? It looks like a segment. Yes. Hold up. Oh yes. C-Note and Thought. I'm sick of this lady. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, this geisha.
I have nothing. Freeform this. I'm sick of this woman. Now Benjamin's involved with this horse shit. I feel bad for Benjamin. Now he's gonna beat up Cuck again. Is he gonna beat up Cuck? This is the first. Didn't they fight already? Didn't he beat up a Cuck already? Like last week or the week before?
Benjamin?
Yeah.
No, didn't they?
Benjamin fought Cuckoo Coco whooped his ass.
That's the feud. Yeah,
he beat his ass. Beat his ass again. He's interrupting the goddamn interview on stupid Hard Target. I mean, that's not stupid Hard Target. On stupid Endgames, rather. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I got a migraine. Yeah, man. They fighting. He's cutting the promo. He's whooping his ass. I feel bad for Coco. Sad time for this man. Anyway, fucking anybody chime in. Go ahead. Sorry.
First of all, Coco deserves it.
Let's just make that
very clear.
Yeah, I love that. I love that energy.
Oh, he deserves every bit of this. He had a choice, and he chose the wrong way. He could have walked away from that dumb strumpet. We would have dropped her, and history would have been different. Now she's walking around annoying the shit out of everybody. So look, y'all, it could have happened the other way, but it didn't. Now, so let's start there. Second of all, Marissa's not long for this world. That's all I'll say about that. Now, the segment itself for Mad Dog, for C-Note and the back and forth, Marissa's done a lot of kind of socializing with the men's locker room recently. If I was Mad Dog, I wouldn't be cool with that.
He's assaulting C-Note.
Well, I mean, I know he's assaulting C-Note, but like the whole thing is. Like, you have to deal with that with Marissa, not just the guys who are fraternizing.
So he's an idiot.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
he's lucky I'm not. He's lucky I'm busy and I can't cut a promo on his stupid ass. Fucking eviscerated. Someone produce a video for me. I'll give you the audio. I'll burn these motherfuckers down. God damn it.
I'm just so tired of this American geisha just trying to think of this
American geisha is the best.
I'm just like I'm on break. I'm just touring around Japan. Like, I'm just tired of her. I like this culmination once Coco establishes his gones and decides
he will never, bro.
No, it's gonna come.
It's
just a slow burn. I'm learning it's a slow burn. He's watching his Kevin Samuel videos. He's learning slowly. You know what I mean? I think
those videos come to an end at a certain point because there's no more videos being produced. He's not.
I think, C-Note is it's good. I'm laughing because he said
I love C-Note.
He was getting beat up and he was talking in the background.
C-Note needs. You know what it is? With fucking Benjamin. Benjamin is very stop-start. Like
for me, how I look at his character, he just comes and goes as he pleases, and I think it's cool. Like I don't know, like. Would I like to see more programming in terms of like feuds and things of that nature? That's fine, but like I like this notion. He's kind of like Larry in that sense, where they just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, but the difference there's a significant difference. Like Larry has built equity over fucking 2007 whatever since 2007. So it's like for Note to do that is kind of weird because he's a lot younger in the field. Like, I'm not saying it's not even about being more consistent. It's like he's somebody who should probably be higher up on the card. The thing with him though is like
you're talking about card wise.
I'm talking about card wise and the whole
Okay.
shebang. Like he's one of the next gen he's kind of like what we call a sleeper. I could call it a sleeper.
Got you.
Like for
Okay,
example,
I
the match
see
with
what you're
B17 was mad good. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of potential
Oh, so
there, but
You're
it's
saying
like
that he should be doing. I hate to use John as the adjective, but like he should be doing what John's doing.
maybe not necessarily, but like there's like his ceiling is way higher than most.
Is it like the situation where like you have the Intercontinental Champion, you have like a really good run, and then now you graduate, now you should be going for bigger and better things?
I don't even know. I just think that there's an opportunity for Note, but then the same thing happens is like Note when B17 worked because of like how Adam competes. Like I think if Note gets mixed with other people and other stakes are involved, it might just come down to a more like quick play type situation or whatever. I don't know. It's me free roasting or free balling or whatever. Ill, nasty, whatever. But
I mean,
like,
again, we'll see.
I feel
see what happens.
I feel like he has all the tools to like
Mhm.
do more than he's doing
Yeah.
now because it's very stop start. Like he'll have a couple he'll have a couple things like maybe a week or two, and then it's kind of off for like a week or 2 or 3, and then he'll come back for something like that. Like he's doing stuff is fine, but it's just I feel like there's definitely growth from fucking there's growth there that he's not tapping into basically.
So there's more realistic. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
I don't
who
know.
knows, maybe
I'm not Jake, and I can't be fucking what is it? Elaborative or fucking verbose. But there's something there that he's not tapping into, and I feel like if he gets to that point, he could basically be one of the. He could be like Horse with the whole package. Because the promos he does are great, other than being a little low. Like the voice promos he does are fucking fantastic. He always has good one-liners. His style of promos is specific or whatever. His attires are kind of on point. Like he has all the tools, but he's kind of just like chilling, I guess. It's not a knock.
Okay.
It's just I don't know how to put it. Like it's just he could be way bigger if he just said, hey, maybe I'll fucking shoot for the skies. Because then again, there's also be people like, I ain't gonna work with him. I wanna whatever. That's just me being a petty bitch. But yeah, no, that's
Let me jump in.
Jump in, but we got to move on because we're making great time, and I want to slow it down because I'm an asshole.
All right. So there's like 3 things. Coco, I'm kind of waiting for him to build up sympathy and choose self-respect. Like that's what I would love to see from him for a potential face turn and everything. As for Cino, like he held the North American title for like 134 days.
Yes, he did,
and he defended it twice, right? And Junko's not wrong. The idea is you go into that division. You solidify yourself and kind of show that you can do these things, and that's what we're lacking. We're lacking that next step of the next story, right? Like what Lewis is doing and what Shelley is doing. That's what Jinx should be doing, right? And maybe that's on the horizon.
Benjamin.
No, I'm saying those. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so like, we're waiting for that next step with that stuff. And you're right. He was a fun person to work with, and he was receptive, and it was good.
Well, see,
so
sorry to cut you off, and I'm going to, but like with go
ahead. I got one more thing to say.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Okay. Well, then the final thing is about Marissa. So if you have something to say about C-Note, then do it.
Oh, my bad. I just blanked out because my thing with dude, I got a fucking migraine. Leave me alone. The thing with Note is like, with Note and like for example, Coco's someone who's stuck in the Riverse, and mind you, that's not a knock. That's just where it is because it's funny because I had an actual conversation with somebody else regarding Coco, and then I won't elaborate much, but it was like, they're like that, and it's like no, this is a whole this whole thing can. Once the break happens, because first it broke from DNS, and now it'll eventually be a break from the fucking basic Thotonomics, and that'll be a whole thing of itself. Like Coco's another one who has like infinite potential as well. Like PD is a golden baby face, but like I feel like there's more meat on the bone for Coco with everything that's going on. So it's just like it's basically like I'll let these stories play out, but it feels like a lot of these guys are kind of like in almost a holding pattern, if you will. They're kind of like just doing whatever, and it's fine. It's just I don't know. It's just weird because those are 2 people who I would see like like next generation type people. Like for example, the Snitch is working with I was gonna say Stupid Nate. Wow, with Nate Ortiz. That's how you know I'm fucked up when I said Stupid
That
Nate.
migraine is gonna get you fucking killed, dude.
Nah, it's fine. once his kids are grown up, he's gonna come back and murder everybody. So we're gonna stop that. But no, like Devin is slowly inking. It's kind of inking in that direction, especially working with Nate. And like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that match, but like I'm very worried because Devin's not a bad. Like, see, Devin falls into the same trap that Note and Coco do, where like, and I'm gonna be straight up with it because fuck it. Like, they have the tools, they do what they need to do, but depending on who they compete against, you get like different types. Like Note and B17, they fucking work well. Note and maybe somebody else is like, oh, okay. Like, once they can work good with everybody and not switch up or change up depending or be super quick or aggressive, they got it made in the shade. So I don't know. That's my fucking thought. Like, there's three dudes in the future. Like, they should be here now, but they're like working their way up. So it's you know, they're like, those could be the guys. Those could be the guys. Those could be like the Ambition 4, if not the Ambition 4, like the Turmoil 4, if you will, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, see, Jinx is kind of there. Like, we'll talk about it later. Jinx's performance, and I call it performance, in that match with Omen was fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, like it. I don't know if Jinx meant to do it that way, but it fucking worked out great. So, like,
let me get my last thing in.
Get your last thing. Get your shit in.
Okay, so Marissa, thanks, man. I didn't get the elbow drop in. I missed that. So, Marissa to me is like, this is kind of if someone plays D&D, they'll get this. Marissa's Loth. She's the Spider Queen. Like, she got her fingers in everything, and she's really just, you know, her end goal. It really does seem like strife. Like, she just wants. She's Littlefinger almost. She's Littlefinger, whatever you want to say. Like, she wants chaos because she believes that through the chaos she's going to climb even higher while everybody fails around her. That's really how I interpret the character and all the things that she is doing, creating chaos in the background right now. So that's what I take away from it. All right, we can move.
No, we can move on, but fucking Max said the best. Like, they match energy. So the thing with matching energy is like, Bolek does that. Bolek is one who does that also as well. Like, but if you see now the difference between Bolek then and Bolek now, like, Bolek will match it, but then now Bolek will kind of like ease up. Matching energy isn't necessarily a bad thing, but like, when it affects the overall product, basically here, I'll cut to the meat of it. If you play quick play or like weird meta-y, it fucks you up like when I look at your matches. Like, most of these people I mentioned, Jinx. Okay. When I mentioned like Jinx and Devin and C-Note and like who the fuck is the other one? Jinx, Devin, C-Note, and I was gonna say Flash. Flash is Devin. Coco, sorry, fucked up. Like,
yeah,
they have it.
I got what you're saying now. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they'll switch to that like pew 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 pew, and it's like
yeah,
and that fucks me up. Like,
I think you're.
Mm-hmm. They can carry us to the, you know, the thing is, it also comes with opportunities because sometimes you'd be like, hey, why don't you do this? And the guy's like, I don't want to fucking work with that guy. It's like, ugh. But either way, those four definitely can be like, in a year, maybe even less or whatever, the guys that we talk about like Russ Cole and fucking and Quartz and shit like that, they just kind of gotta step it up a little bit. And it's gonna be rocky. It's not gonna be easy. Like, they'll try, and sometimes, you know, what'll happen is, my favorite thing is like, you'll be getting some good momentum, and then someone's like, ugh, it's like, fuck off. But it happens. It happened to Horse. It happens to everybody. It happened to Bash. It happened to Jinx. It happens to everybody. But yeah, those four particularly, I don't know. I just felt like fucking glazing all four of these fucking dickheads. Anyway,
and they're all black. Shout out to Sean McGee.
Oh, hell yeah! Fuck it. This is what I'm saying. This fucking place. This is why this place works so excellently, because the Yakubians are in the minority. That's why. When these motherfuckers are held down, it works out. Quote me on that, Twitch. Fuck you. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna get banned for like a day. Anyway, moving on. That's the truth. It's the fucking truth. Like, this is why it works out so fucking well. There's a lot of melanin in OCW. You just can't tell. It's hidden melanin, hidden dangerous. We got the no, it is. Even staff is fucking 75% melanin. Include me too. I said melanin. The numbers dropped on Twitch. What? Ew. Sorry. Anyway, fuck. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
What's next?
No, we got Dragana. I went hard to pay, bro. Matter of fact, look, we got Rod, we got Devin, we got Cino, we got Junko, We got fucking Piff. We got Nate Ortiz. We got who else?
We got
we got Coco.
We're doing fine.
Yeah.
Technically, Max has some melanin. He know Black Poppy. Like there's a lot of melanin in OCW, and this is why I love OCW because it prevents the corny. Never mind. Anyway, Dragana and fucking and Christine. Good video. The match itself very fun, but Dragana's Dragana, and we'll leave it at that. Free form it. Anyone speak up? I don't give a fuck. Go for it.
Jim,
what
want to go?
happened was exactly what I said was going to happen on the pre-show podcast.
You did call it
exactly that. So look, she got what she bargained for, and it was just one of those things. There's not a lot to say about it. Christine tried hard; it was a valiant effort, and it wasn't a green bar by any situation. No. But Dragana won. We expected it. I liked the hype package. It was definitely something different. It would invoke that like babyface versus babyface situation, and good job on that. As well. So I think it accomplished what it needed to accomplish. And I'm looking forward to seeing Christine branch out a little bit more and who challenges Dragana next.
Rockstar Princess is a great connotation. Before anyone else clicks in, I just want to say the people that are watching now live on Twitch and whatever, thank you for watching us. The reason we are so impassioned about this is because we've been doing this shit for 20 years, depending on whatever game we use. 2K25 in 2-3 weeks. 2024 currently. And these people put in their effort, their time, putting in content, putting on good matches, not this cheese play bullshit you see on Facebook or weird Discord. So yeah, that's why we get passion in these discussions regarding what people's content they put forward, because it's a living, breathing organism of creative endeavors from people from all over the world. Next up, Adam, go for it.
I almost immediately Christine taunted, and I was like,
yeah,
fucking game over. You're already fucking lost, dude.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's a rule. Like you don't taunt a Caesar. It's the equivalent of headbutting a Samoan. It's just
oh
it's
my god
for you. So like I've obviously played Drago.
Yep.
And I've played him. I faced him twice or 3 times in some sort of capacity. And Dragana is just as much of a killer as Drago is. So the match was. I think most people know I prefer standard matches. I think that's pretty fucking obvious now. So this was my match of the night. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was much closer. Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was much closer than a lot of people thought it would be, and a lot closer than I thought it would be as well. And I really enjoyed the strike battles back and forth, and then the drama that they built up, especially with Drago missing some of those strike battles. So that really put it over the top for me.
Junkie, Resident Geisha.
You already know when I hear this woman's theme music, I get nightmares. So when I saw the handler slap her, I was like, oh, not good, Bubba.
Yeah, no.
Now. But I remember who Christine's handler is. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised. So really, really good match. I want to talk about the ending because again, I think we got some good chess pieces moving and sort of growing the characters in terms of what they're going to do next. We got some voice lines, or not lines. We got lines from.
Yeah, well, you know what it means. Yeah.
It's interesting to see. Well, obviously, again, that's her protege as well. I guess she's kind of taking it under her wing, so it should be interesting to see what happens next, where Christine goes in terms of like not only her character and what she does story wise, but yeah, this is one of my top 3 matches for sure.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it tremendously. Jim, we spoke to you, yes? Holy shit, he disappeared. Jim, you're alive? You all right?
Yeah, I think he spoke first.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
He spoke first.
Okay.
I spoke first. That's
all
why
right.
I didn't think you were
sorry.
I'm
trying whatever. But no, this is a very excellent match. Maybe one of the top of the nights, I guess. But I know one of my matches, which I got like 2 matches that I'm trying to debate which should match tonight, but this will probably be a close third. Moving right along, we have a commercial. Now we have what the fuck else? Oh, we have Bolek and Cassidy Hayes. I will say this about this match. Story, long time coming. Match itself, very entertaining. Finish, flat as fuck. That's where I'm at. But again, comp is comp. And when I use it, I just mean basically that it is what it is. I don't use it as a fucking negative connotation like some of you motherfuckers do. Oh, comp is comp. No, fuck you. It just basically means you go by what happens with the outcome. That's it. But no, a little flat on the finish, but the match itself, pretty good. Everybody got their shit in. My favorite part of it was on basically a Discord interaction where Cass is basically kicking out of like everything, and then Theo, aka Nate, says mimics Cass. Oh, can't kick out of anything, and then immediately afterwards he fucking folds to fucking like nothing, which is hilarious. But yeah, no, that's basically about that's really my only concern about it. Like the finish is a little flat, but what are you gonna do? It happens sometimes. Match itself really fucking good. Cass, he's annoying, but he knows his character and he's really fucking good. Bolek on the Redemption tour, that's a nice story. The thing is, it's really hard. Like my only if I want to be weird, like wrestling guy or IWC guy or whatever, if you will, Cass's thing is, I mean, not Cass's, Bolek thing. Like if you're gonna decapitate somebody like twice or try, like you really can't go for a handshake afterwards. But whatever. But Bolek is learning to be a big baby man instead of a little baby man. Him using the baby spear, which is also asshole, but whatever. I don't know. He's absorbing people's moveset, so I'm assuming he's gonna get some version of Cass's, some move from Cass that he's gonna integrate, and it's gonna be hilarious. And what are you gonna do? I like Bolek's a dick, but I like Bolek, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna elaborate any further on fuck him. We'll do.
Let me do it.
You can start.
No, let me go.
We're gonna fight. All right, fuck it. Adam has Jiirota because he's actually a champion. So B17, Junko, then Bash.
That's right. Good Big Ten rookie. Okay.
That's true, Cass. Cass does have a history of neck issues, which neither me nor Jake sold. But go ahead.
That's true. Now, my interpretation of sudden death comes down to not the idea that you could win the match off of any move, which is what the technical rule means. It means that you can use a big impact move that might not be within your signature or your finisher list. Say I did a double Drago or something from the top rope, right? That's nothing that's in my sig or my finishers. Or say I hit an elbow drop. To me, there are certain moves that you can end a match with. And at the end of a match, if you're not willing to win with it, then you really shouldn't. You go for it. I am somebody who still will let people out. It's very rare. I can't remember the last time it happened. But I am somebody who will let somebody out.
Sure, it ain't Pew.
No, fuck no. But if I do a regular move and then I go to pin off of it, I'm more concerned about how people are going to look back and think about the match. And if the ending is flat because I won off of a normal move, I'm going to feel gross. I'm going to feel like, oh, man, I really, I undersold that. I didn't make this as memorable as I should have. So for me, the interpretation of that rule is probably different than other people's is. If I'm going to pin late in the match when it's unlikely that somebody can kick out and that bar's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, I'm going to make sure that it's a big move that I want to win with. So that's just me.
I don't know what LTOCW means. It sounds dangerous. Junkie, you're up.
Is it like late? For me, the way I kind of look at things like that, like they were throwing everything at each other and they were just breaking or dodging everything. So for me, it seemed like the characters picking in a situation were like, okay, you know what? I'm still a snake. I still have those heel tendencies. I'm doing everything in my power to win. That's what I got from it, right? Maybe it wasn't as emphatic as to say like where Bingo's match where he ended with his big move, which he rarely does. I looked at it a little bit differently in that sense. I think I like the fact that he used the cage as well too.
Oh yeah, a lot.
The storyline. Again, this motherfucker. Again, he's my favorite wrestler. So
Bolek or Cass?
Bolek. You saw me marking out. Marking out in the chat.
A lot of people did. It pissed me off.
What I like about him is the fact that again, he proved me wrong. I didn't think he was able to tell a story, being able to even sell me as being a babyface. I'm like, you know what? Stay heel, but. He's growing on me. I like the fact that every little feud or every little interaction he has with everybody, he's stealing something, right? So he's been doing a lot of rust tendencies at the beginning of the year. Now he's doing little baby man spears from Nate. And then I'm assuming I'm gonna get some crazy kicks down in a big match.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like a ode to Cat. That's what I want to see when it comes to growth of a character, right? So. This is why I think he's got a rocket ship. It's very John Carter-ish, where he's moving up. I want to see what happens next. I hope he's not done with Nate, but looks like Nate's got some other things to do right now. But storytelling wise, I think this was one of the better stories of the season just due to the moving parts. I like the whole situation of like, okay, well, like, yeah, fuck Bash, come to Cass. You know what I mean? So things like that, I think, are very compelling. And I think more wrestlers in the community need to focus on stuff like that. The wrestling is cool. The wrestling is important, but we also need to know what your character is, what their motives are, and what they plan on doing next, and what their goals are. That's almost as important as you kicking somebody in the head and getting a pin.
So before Bash, I'll concede to this. Cass made an excellent point. Cass has a neck made of fucking rubber. Not, it has a neck held together by duct tape and hope. So neither me nor Jake sold that fact when he got fucking knee barred, knee driver down. So I think if we did, I probably would have felt different. So maybe it's a fuck up on my point, but yes, that's an excellent point. So I'll leave it at that. It is true that his neck is fucked up, but he did get dropped. He get like a fucking heavy. He got like 225 pounds on his fucking neck. So yeah, Jim, you're up.
So little baby man pulls one out. So let's start there.
Little baby man.
I have to talk about people who make bad decisions all night. Why do I have to come on and talk about?
How
people
about
who
you?
make bad decisions?
How about you just fucking focus on the topic at hand and stop trying to fucking cut it out?
All right. So the match was fun. The blue cage was different. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting the normal steel cage. We went a little old school with that. The hype package was definitely different. It had like kind of a little bit of an intense feel for what they were doing, but I enjoyed it. And they really went back and forth. I thought the match was, a pretty high quality match. And at the end, yeah, I had known because like Cass up earlier this season was wearing a neck brace, if everyone remembers, right? Like,
yeah.
So this was not, I know he has previous
previous
as well, but like even or as much earlier as this season, he's had a neck brace on. So I can see definitely where the finish, and look, it's ABP. When it comes down to it, I understand the concept of, I don't want to finish on this, but you also run the risk of running things too long. I think there's a fine line when you don't do things like pin after certain moves, or you don't try to win after certain moves, that the match starts to drag, and then you're having a different conversation. Yeah, right? Well said. So I think it's really tough. I mean, that's why the people who do it well are really good at it, and that's one of the great skills of OCW. So overall, good job, by everyone involved. I enjoyed this, this match, and they made it work. So that's what I got.
Generally, we don't really have bad fucking pay whatever the fuck we call them. I call them freemium live-ish events, but yeah, they generally like people step up. So I appreciate that. Moving right along, we have the certified greatness thing. Shout out to Jake for just fucking spoiling that. Baltimore? I'm like, this is very uncharacteristically of Jake. He must have had a little too much tequila. I was big pissed, by the way. I was like, ugh.
Definitely Cody Hagen.
Oh, he really Cody Hagen. He's like, wait a minute. I know what this is. It's certified greatness. It is. fucking Jake. Fucking asshole. Anyway, moving on. Oh my god. I think this is this the women?
Right on.
Yeah, oh yeah. This
was really good.
Getting an extra 2 days in the hole, using the fucking burner with Boost Mobile to talk shit about a snitch is fucking crazy. Fucking 5 stars all around by this. Good. I'm glad. You need to know. What the fuck? Hey, Devin, I'm cutting a promo on you. Fuck you. You don't have to know shit. No, this is fantastic. I have nothing to say. This is one of my RPs of the night, just for the simple fact that it's like, I don't know. You know what the funny thing is? Because yesterday there was I was on Reddit, and I have one of the subreddits is like hood shit, and they were talking about a haul from Rikers, and I saw a bunch of Samsungs and Samsung 24s and iPhone 16s and shit. And then to see this the next day, I'm like, yeah, this is what this is. Ravon got 3 days in the hole on a 16 SE to cut a promo on Devin Flash's snitching ass at MDC, son. Foam smell like vinegar and ass. I can't. I can't. Fantastic. Good shit. All I gotta say. Anybody else chime in? Feel free to chime in. It ain't over, motherfucker.
I loved it. I love the idea. They smuggled a phone in his bum just to do this. So I very creative, legitimate way to build up some extra hype, and then like the gaps that we have to fill in to kind of get to this point. Like how the fuck did this happen? Oh,
there's no gap. Like it's easy. Like Mass Effect had a product, and then they got snitched. Devin said I snitched, and that's it. Like the package, the video package.
No, I'm talking about how the phone would. Like,
that's just contraband. They're general, but it's just whatever.
Contraband.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the prison system.
It's fine. So. You're not from New York.
All right. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
Junkie, you're up, or okay, Jake, fucking Jim. Go ahead. One of you, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was good. I was I know I was mentioning a few weeks ago about not hearing about Ryvon or anything like that. So I think it was good because it gave it time to breathe, and it seems like Dev's kind of moved on, thinking that like his old snitching ass was not going to have any repercussions. So I think that's cool. I like the even the small aesthetics of like look at his hair and how his hair is like
that's beautiful. Yeah,
and twisted. You can't do that in jail. So I like that as well too.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting. Well, it's gonna be hell to pay when he gets out though. I feel so sorry for Devin.
Well, funny thing is, Rye's also from New York. I think Rye's from like fucking upstate or state or some shit. Yeah. So like Rye knows what's up. Rye's a dirty motherfucker. Okay. It's fine. Jim, any thoughts? Rye got neighbors he fights with.
I'm glad to see this promo. I just want to see what's going to come of it. This betrayal has been very interesting, and it's very different from most tag team breakups in pro wrestling. So I want to see how they capitalize on it.
Yeah, no, like Drew said, Rye's never getting out. So that's gonna be the interesting part. Like you just can't tee I'm here. Like it has to be like honestly, you know what you know what? Guess what 2K25 has? No one can guess. It's called Underground.
I don't have a fucking game yet.
No, well, 25 has the Underground. Has the Underground.
That's amazing.
Which could basically, you can. Is this Rikers, baby?
This story's about to get a lot more complicated.
Yo, just send Devin to Rikers, bro. Yo, son.
Man, Underground match is crazy.
Send Devin to Rikers, B. Holy Rikers, shit! Man. Yes.
Oh shit!
This is why I love OCW, son. You just got to be creative. Anyway, moving on. What do we have? Oh, the fucking bell segment. Fucking excellent work, by the way. This was beyond, like, there was just so much storytelling done with this whole setup. The match itself, sports entertaining, but entertaining from the sports entertainment side, if that makes any sense. In an ideal world, Bell will get the lick back, but Ashley really is a fucking god tier asshole in shades of Marissa when it comes to the state. Well, no, Marissa's a god tier asshole. Ashley's a god tier asshole when it comes to the sticks in the women's division. This is fucking like any time that Bell would like start to get an offense, Ashley's like, fuck you, nerd. So from like a non-comp situation, you'd be like, oh hey, Bell's getting the heat back. And, like Bell's getting the babyface sympathy, which is great, and then Bell overcomes the odds. But nah, Ashley's like, fuck you, nerd. No. Solid match, very, very sports entertaining. I don't know what to say. I'm sad. I think this might actually be Bell's last for a hot minute, which is whatever. You go out, as a good sister, you go out on your shield, whatever. But no, good story. They have so much history, and it was a very entertaining match. That was the old ambition stuff with the tail of the tape. That's when we had the first iteration, not the first, but like the second or third iteration in 2018, 2019. So back to the order. We'll do Jim, Adam, and then Junkie.
So as far as the match is concerned with Bell and Ashley, I really enjoyed the hype package. And like just the history, illustrating all the different history and the evolvement, or the way that the characters have evolved, I should say, overall. Now the match itself, I was very interested to see how it was going to go. I was pulling for Bell because I wanted to see that 1-1 eventually, that kind of like tiebreaker type thing go on. I think that's what most people wanted to see, right? So unfortunately that didn't happen. The chairs piled up in the ring was a nice thing for the whole chair, gimmick of the chairs match overall. And I thought, for a minute there, Belle was going to come out on top, but Ashley got her lick back, and they ended it the way that it started, really, with Ashley getting one over on Belle. And if this is Belle's last match for a while, it was fun to have had some matches with her personally. I enjoyed our matches too we were able to have this season, and best of luck to her, and hopefully we see her back.
Next up.
All right. It was not a competitive match. It was very one-sided. And that's what makes the story and the hype package even more important to sell this. And I'm a mark for history. So I'm watching the hype package, and I'm like, shit, I remember this. This was stuff that I saw taking place, unfolding, and having the same thoughts of, like, Ashley Moore is a fucking killer. And Ashley Moore is up there in terms of, most decorated, right? I would have to go back and count it, but I'm pretty sure that Ashley Moore is the most decorated woman in OCW
Pretty sure.
history. So, Belle wasn't able to compete against Moore, but that doesn't mean that the story doesn't need to be told. And I'm glad that it got told. I'm glad that it was there and stuff. And that's what OCW is. There's going to be times where you're going to get your shit kicked and you're going to lose a feud badly, and you move on. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. Like, don't let it get to you. And I hope that that's not the last time we see Belle for a while. But if it is, it is. So, and we'll see what happens next with Ashley Moore. But I'm going to miss Belle if that is the end of it.
I mean, in an ideal world, Belle would have got the lick back. But fuck, Ashley's a beast. It is what it is. Ashley's a beast. What are you going to do? Comp is comp boot. Junkie.
I'm sad because this is like one of my favorites to wrestle. Now looking at the package as I'm watching it now on stream, it does seem like she's leaving. So that's all. My heart kind of dropped for a bit. I kind of want to put over Ashley for a bit because I know she was getting a lot of stick for like kind of the way she wrestles and it's very quick playish. It was actually Ashley's idea to play up the story when Junko and Ashley had that tag team match against Lollipop Chainsaw in terms of like the refusing to tag and things of that nature. I can also see that in this match as well too. I'm sure they had conversations, but I loved the chair pileup because that for me that means that you get it. You know what I mean? Like and when it comes to stipulations and things of that nature, I think as creatives, I think we need to do a better job of letting the fans know that this is that type of match and things of that nature. I think the girls did a really good job with that, especially with the uses. I know this game's really hard in order to like get moves and get them to land on chairs and make it look good and things of that nature. The T. Harris off the top rope onto the stacked chairs was wild, fucking bonkers. So yeah, it was very enjoyable. Again, I'm sad, but Ashley's a beast. When I seen her building up the finishes, I'm like, yeah, she's going first.
Yeah.
Here, of course. Yeah. So. Yeah, she was definitely Ashley Lesnar this match as well too. There was no momentum. Like Belle, every time Belle's very momentum based as well too.
Yeah,
just DMing her a lot and things of that nature. So like, and Ashley was like, "You're not getting nothing off. You're not getting no momentum." But it was good. Watching it again, I think this will be a good one. To look back a few weeks or months from now, it was really entertaining.
Yes.
So kudos to them.
Yeah, fucking Ashley. God damn it. Chin strap motherfucker, ruining everything, taking joy. Anyway, moving on. What do we have? Oh yes, we have fucking Omen and Jinx. This match was one of my like this might be one match tonight. I'm not sure. Just because it was very, very fucking pro wrestling. Like fucking thick ass, big ass, was just fucking yanking this boy, just tossing him all over the fucking place. And then fucking Jinx with his DDP era, just always in fucking taped up, getting tossed around and chucked around and fucking just behemoth nonstop. And it's just, and then the fucking ending where Jinx hit fucking all of his shit in succession to get the big man there. Like, that's fucking pro wrestling, hoot. That's some 1987 Mid-South type shit. It was fucking fantastic. I loved it. Fucking great fucking match. And it proved why Jinx is the fucking North American goddamn champion. Like I said, I think his whole thing should be like maybe he should do colorways for fucking pay-per-views because the shit he had worked very, very well in my opinion. So that might be an avenue to go towards. So yeah, that might be my match of the night. I enjoyed it fucking hella. And I'm not sure about that keyframing shit, but good on the attempt. Fucking forget about it. We'll do B17, then Jim, then Junko.
I love the keyframing thing because it shows an attempt to be creative and like have fun with it. So
okay,
that's why I love it. So you try something, and sometimes it's gonna work, sometimes it's not gonna. The aesthetics of Jinx, I really loved. I really loved that color. I think it was very appropriate. I'm glad to see that everything. That the overall look evolved and wasn't just like the hair or the colors in general, but like everything kind of came together to showcase, hey, I'm a new person, I'm moving on, new chapter in my life. So I'm very happy to see that. So I'm very excited to see what the future holds for this title reign. Omen is, we're gonna see, like, right? He's part of DNS, and his story has a long ways to go before it truly unfolds, and we can say, okay, this person is being successful, this person isn't being successful in OCW on their own. Jinx is obviously starting to fly on his own, and I'm happy to see that. Match-wise, you're right, it was very old school, and therefore it's up there in terms of one of my favorite matches of the night, and I loved Omen's moveset, just tossing the fuck out of Jinx everywhere.
Goes
and yeah, I was I really loved that. So the win, hitting all the big shit at the end to put down the monster is very appropriate of an ending. So quite happy overall.
Next up, Chunky, I think. No, Bash. My bad.
All right, so I enjoyed this match between the two of them. I think I said on the pre-show this is what everybody's been clamoring for. They've wanted the DNS versus DNS stuff to happen, former DNS, that type of thing. So here you are. Here it is. And I thought it delivered. Jinx had a really good match. I like the way that Omen approached as well, trying to toss him around, kind of like Adam said, and doing all that stuff. The hype package, Jinx really hit on this hype package. This is probably his best hype package to date as well. I thought it was very succinct, and the music fit the vibe with the effects and the things that he did. The end of the match was Chef's Kiss in terms of the way it ended. I really enjoyed, and Jinx in terms of his in-ring presentation, it's a lot better than it was before. The way that he kind of sets his stuff up, it looks nice. You know what you're kind of gonna get, and I always tell, I can say, when a wrestler's good when they kind of have their setups and what they're gonna do in big moments, and it still happens, and that's a telltale sign for me with Jinx. So great job to both of them. Omen really was big on the keyframing thing. I think he worked hard on that because he was asking me about some of that stuff, but he made that work, and it was a cool idea. I think it's just really hard to do with that swinging lantern. But great job by both these guys, obviously. Rooting for both of them personally, and looking forward to what Jinx has to offer as far as the North American Championship goes, and kind of where the Temple of Omen goes next.
Before Junkie, you just got to try. So even if I'm I don't know how I feel about the keyframing, keep at it because you get better eventually. Rome wasn't built in a fucking day, so remember that. And I guess I'll echo Jake's sentiments about fucking Omen for Giant, I guess. I don't know. He's been asking for it, and this match wasn't shitty, so maybe you've earned it. Junkie, you're up.
But he is a Giant, so I think if anyone should get it, it should be him.
First of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, you might be right. You're up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it is what it is. But and he wrestles like one, and he comes off as one, and he portrays himself as one. I think
what'll happen? He'll get Giant. He's like, I don't think this is working for me, balls. I'm like, well, too fucking bad. You stuck with it for the season.
Again, the only thing that's annoying is the Giant of that nature. But again, we can work around that. Everybody's creative. They shouldn't be bitching about that. This is I think this is the launch pad for him. I know he lost, but
Ooh.
the way it ended, he came off strong as a like. I was screaming, I'm like, yo, this is Scott Norton, like prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fucking and Jinx and that, but anyone who knows anything about Jinx / Stevie and that handler, that boy does not get worked. He was getting worked the first like 5 to 10 minutes. So it was really good. This is another one of my top 3 as well too. Just based in the sense of like Omen's, especially his last 2 matches. I believe the last match was Ambition 100. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was versus PD.
Yeah, that was a really good match as well too, right? So like in terms of like a monster character, he's one of the best ones. I'm curious to see as to what happens next with him, but again, sky's the limit with Omen. Jinx, I know Jinx been really in his head with like in terms of his creative and things of that nature. I think he's doing fine. I think the color scheme was a good change just to get away from DNS per se. Again, I have another angle that I want to talk about when it comes to DNS and Bash. We'll talk about that later on tonight. But yeah, really good. And just to go back to the whole like C-No dev and things of that nature, I think Jinx is kind of doing what it is that we want to see in terms of like story and setting himself apart from his past and things of that nature. I like the fact that I love the Liam Neeson voice. I think that's amazing. At first, I was kind of like, but as I watch more, it's growing on me in terms of things. But this match, I want to see more of this from Jinx in the sense of like telling a story per se. Like, look, he was fucking throwing him around. It was crazy, and then he comes back. I love the fact that he had to hit 3 of his biggest moves to get Omen out of here. Omen looks strong. Omen still looks strong because you had to use 3 of your big moves. Again, Jinx beats everyone, right? Jinx only has 1 loss, I think.
Yeah, Trey Golden, and we're not gonna go into that horse shit.
And obviously, exactly, right? So the storytelling for me, this is why this is one of my top 3. But again, gentlemen, you should be proud. This was really good. I enjoyed it from top to bottom. Whatever you guys do next, I'll be watching. So good shit.
So before we move on, expound on your statement, we have Scott Omen and DD Jinx.
Yeah.
So you made a good point about Jinx. First point is like when I was glazing Devin and Coco and Dog and Jinx. Jinx has actually modified his behavior where it comes to like his matches. He's just, instead of being a fucking hyper rabbit, now he's actually just countering people and fucking them up as opposed to going. So that's a good thing. The second thing is you got to get out your head. Like, like you don't. I mean, if it's not for me or Jake or Piff, then it doesn't matter. Basically, like Jinx there's no like Jinx is doing everything correct. Steven Jackson's doing everything correct in the sense of like I don't really know what to say. Like you just like cut it out. I don't know what to say. Like he's old like me, so when you get old, you don't know. Like for example, if I was coming to OCW, I'd probably be a pain in the ass because I wouldn't like anybody. Like I'd be okay with Jim and everybody like I don't like this motherfucker, I don't like that motherfucker. But that's just me being a prick. But no, just stop questioning yourself. Do what you got to do. You're doing fine. That's it. That's basically what it is. If you're fucking up, I'll let you know when you're fucking up. But no, this match is great. DD Jigs, I'm okay with. Motherfuckers at 85% fucking everybody up. Fucked up El Paga, fucked up Omen, fucked up everybody. Like, I love it.
Right? Like
that's the best part.
Forget, he got fucking thrown off a rafter like about a month ago. Remember, that's what the reason why his arm's hurting him because he got thrown off the top of the building. So
yeah,
it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I think like in terms of their like story, this was a really good story from top to bottom.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, no, I love the WCW references, and then fucking what was the other thing that Juice said it. You old people and your old nerves. Yeah, fuck you. We're old. That's what happens when you're old. We're not full of piss and vinegar when you're young. When you're young and you're angry, it's good. When you're old and you're angry, it's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so angry? Cause we old, motherfucker. I have bone damage. My bone density's all fucked up. That's why I'm angry. Anyway, moving on. My neck hurts. My neck been hurting since fucking January. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, that was aggressive. No. I had a point to make about Jinx and I forgot what the fuck it was. Stop questioning yourself. You're doing fine, goddammit. Keep doing what you're doing and stick with it. I don't know if I'm doing good, boss. You're doing great. Cut it out.
I love I'm looking at it now. I love the Damian Priest colorway. It's pretty cool.
No, that whole color, like we were arguing. First someone said pink and then fucking the fence sitter Max was like, yeah, it's more fucking fuchsia than magenta. And then someone said magenta. Brian said magenta. No one knows the color scheme, but it works. Just whatever. Alter it as you see fit. I've been trying to tell folks not too much on Omen. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Is that a good thing or a bad? I've been trying to tell folks not too much in Omen. But no, yeah, like solid fucking match. Anyway, we have more to go. We're almost done. We're making okay time. I get lost in the weeds when I get lost in the sauce, literally. What do we have next? We have fucking the snitch assaulting my son-in-law. I mean, Nate's old. So here, Nate's old. Nate has fucking like 9 kids. No, he has 2 kids. Video wise, like that's the point. The fact that he got his ass whooped while the song is playing upset me like on a fundamental level. Like it felt very like I was just upset because it felt extra disrespectful. I don't appreciate him trying to put over Devin. As even though I put over Devin, I don't want him putting over Devin. I guess. No, we're gonna see. This is a season premiere main event. I hate Juice. Juice might win this match, but I'm gonna do like what I do with Adam, where like I keep saying, I don't know, Theo, I don't know, Nate, I don't know if you could do it, and then he fucking murders Devin, and I feel better. Yeah. But this could also be the launching pad of the fucking Devin Flash era. I don't know. Maybe Devin gets the bubble guts and he starts shitting his pants and Nate fucks him up. I don't know. But no, this is a good story. They've been telling a great story that's leading up to the season premiere, which is good. The benefit now that we have now, we can actually build towards season premieres. Like, for example, Riot season premiere is Devin versus Nate Ortiz, and then Turmoil season premiere, it's Pearl versus Marissa. So I like that. But yeah, no, I don't like the disrespect. But no, it's great. It makes sense. I hate it. Like if Riot escapes prison and calls Devin the match, I'll be upset. But that's just me. But I don't like he's hitting my son-in-law with a chair and he's fucking. Oh, I can't watch. It makes me upset. I hate this. I don't like this. It makes me upset. Jim, Junko, then Blaine. Great time. Keep it up.
Well, the swarmy Devin Flash sneaks up on someone and attacks them again. I mean, this guy's definitely making his name as like kind of like this coward type character, if you will, like in what he's doing. So, I mean, what better way to get one over on the GOAT than to attack him from behind, right? So I think this, again, another table setter, a situation, like you said, we've got an opener. That'll be the season opener, if I'm not mistaken, the Riot, right?
Correct. Well, no, that'll be the main event, so yeah, technically season opener.
Yeah, no, but this is the main event of the season opener. I meant. So we know where this is going and where this is heading now, and I'm looking forward to the match. So we'll see if Nate Ortiz. I mean, look, I've DM'd Nate. He's still quite good at the game. So I expect, and what he did to Cass and Bullock and the triple threat and his, his reign, he's been good. So I expect him to show Devin Flash what's up.
Fuck Devin. Like I was putting him over now. Like fuck him. I'm up. Like I want to fight him now, and I can't. Like I would have to have him make me a character again. Like I want to. Like sometimes I want to fight people, and just like because in the not the older days, but like I think it was season 15, not season 15. When we had
your character last year. That was fun.
Yeah, but we didn't fight on TV, did we? No.
I know. No, not on
I'm out of
TV.
retirement.
But make it
No,
happen.
I'm not. No, but like,
or like
season, what was it? Season, when we had gotten 2K16, I fought, and basically what I did is I just kind of derailed people because I'm an asshole. And it wasn't derailing them, it was just like, what?
Don't you have like a young wrestler in like the Sensation family tree that's like
I had the guy that I used was basically he was Porker Nevins and it was a joke on Parker Stevens and it was basically like a very short and pudgy Mexican dude.
Doesn't Tiffany have like a brother or something?
No. So I used to beat people up with Porker and he had the pork chop drop, which is basically like a Samoan drop into the ultimate, which is basically Christine's finisher actually. It's a Samoan drop into Christine's finisher more or less. So yeah, that's what I used to do back in the day. I did it with a couple people in season when we had 2K16 and maybe 17. I can't remember. A couple matches, not much. But like I had a guy that made me for Jim and Rex for him, but I never put him on Ambition because I just too much shit to do. But yeah, I'm not bad. But I might if the servers aren't ass, maybe I'll do that. And Devin's definitely getting derailed. I'm definitely fucking up Devin. Just on a random show, like for no reason. Like, who's this guy? I don't fucking know. Fucking up Devin. Matter of fact, maybe I'll fuck up Devin. Maybe I'll fuck up C-Note and Jinx and Coco just for the hell of it.
You're not fucking. You trying it now. You're not fucking them up.
I'm not. I bet. Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
C-Note and Jinx.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Have you been playing?
Listen, I don't care what people say.
Anyways,
listen.
Let me talk about
Listen,
the segment, damn
we'll
it.
talk about. But remember, remember Dimsmore, right? How he stood in the
Yeah.
pocket and he almost won.
Okay, fair.
Think about
That's
that.
what-
Same
okay.
instance. Try
enough.
Jesus, not me. Oh, you. I
I
like that's a good one. He will fuck up and not fuck you, Kaz. I'll get suspended. You know what? I'll be the first one to get suspended and banned for 6 months. So yeah, that'll be good. I'm okay with that. I'll bite that bullet.
I love the
Damn.
fact that he shot his shot. I think that's the best thing about Devin's character is the fact that like he's doing everything. This is still very Mass Effect-y in that sense. In the sense that he's still that guy, but I like the fact that there's more story with it now. Attacking him during the entrance, during the little like crazy entrance, is fucking diabolical. That's very snitch-like. But it should be interesting. I think this is a great opportunity for Deb to grasp that brass ring and really like catapult himself going into season 20. And kind of what we're asking, like what we're seeing from Jinx, I think Devin can do the same thing, and this is the vehicle in order to do that. He may die because Nate is still great, and Nate has again. I was very skeptical in the sense of like the international title and what it stands for and how it's kind of been bouncing from hand to hand and things of that nature. Nate's like, fuck that shit. I'm still great. This is my title. Come and do something about it. So he may die, but again, I think this is great. This is a great direction for Deb to go, and I'm excited to see what happens.
It's a good test to be honest with you for both.
For sure.
For both.
For
I mean, maybe not
but
Nate, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, Rybon's still there in the background or whatever the case may be. So even whether he wins or he loses, Rybon's still there regardless. So there's real estate there. But overall, what Devin is setting up for the beginning of season 20 is really good. So kudos to him.
Is Bash next or is that the last one?
I think Bash is next.
Go ahead, Bash.
I think we're talking about Flash still.
Yeah.
I mean, I already talked about this.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll leave. Wait, did I skip somebody?
Yeah, me. But I'll be very quick.
Go ahead, go for it.
Okay, so this is why having like legends in like the mid card title scene, whatever you want to phrase it, is a good thing. And I'm especially going to point out because after Antonio almost getting the 200 days, Iceman, Sheldon, Owen, Bullock, 0 defenses, less than 100 days. Nate Ortiz, 125 days, 2 defenses. And Devin's getting a chance to go from a tag team to mid-card title, and he's rubbing shoulders with Nate Ortiz. Like, this is the benefit. This is what the end result can be with moments like this. And that's why I'm happy about it. So that's all I had to say.
All right, well, 2 notes. Number 1, my shoulder's popping like crazy, which is the good one, which is sucks, which is a sad. And number 2, Try Jesus Not Me by Devin was excellent. Anyway, moving on. We have probably my favorite fucking video of the night, which is the fucking what is it? How the fuck is it? Come find me for it. That's Jesus Christ. I know that was Dan just because of the lighting on the actual video. Which I don't know what the artistic word for it is, but I can tell it was him. Fucking beautiful. I don't have anything to say. Match itself, video was excellent. Match itself was fucking very, very like when I guess people don't know about certain people or whatever, but I kind of when I asked Adam, I was like. Because at one point I was like to figure out which maybe would main event or whatever, and then I was like, if I could just go with the Twisted Steel. I asked Adam, I was like, how's your match? Because maybe it would open. He's like nervous. I was like, all right, good enough. So mind you, sometimes I'll ask you about your match, and usually mostly everybody's very honest with their match. Like they'll say like, oh hey, it's like it's okay, it's pretty good, it's decent. Like no one just go, it's a 5-star match, and it's like 3. So shout out to y'all, but no, great fucking match. Very, very, very fucking close. Like, if Pew would have stopped, like, because Adam did the 3 whatever the fucks and then hit the finisher. If one of those would have got stopped, could have been very dangerous. So I'm very happy for that. I'll add my other thoughts after this match. We'll do Jim, Junko, and then Adam last because he was actually in this match. Go for it.
All right, so the match. No, well, let's start with the hype package. The hype package was probably the best hype package of the night. It was very artistically well done. It illustrated, all of the accomplishments in B17's Title run. Ugh.
You okay there, buddy?
No,
You're
I'm
okay there,
not
bud.
okay.
You're right there,
No,
bud.
this is actually I'm actually physically ill right now. I might have to stop. But it was a nicely done package. Just showing all of the conquests that he's had during the title reign, and now to the match. It kind of went directly what I thought it would at first. Pew kind of got beat up, and then Pew did the babyface comeback that Pew's pretty good at, and he got that gap, and there was a second where he could have gotten it in. But it looked like B17 handled him in the end, and that's what it came down to. It was a fun match, and obviously Quartz is still going to be angry in his Karen face, doing his thing as far as the CCW.
Stop, mate.
He let Cassidy Hayes challenge for the CCW Championship. I don't know. He wants to speak to the manager immediately. So
Damn.
I don't know. Yeah, you heard me, Quartz.
That's crazy. I don't think he's done.
All right.
He was watching in the replay. I think he left already.
That's okay. That's okay. He'll watch the replay.
Junko.
This was very, very big fight feel, just simply because I know who Adam is when he's handling this specific character. That's why I say this is the wrong time to fuck with Daddy. You mess around with Blaine, mess around with Bay. This is the wrong time to fuck with this man. So if you're listening, Frog, aka Sentinel, aka
Crimson,
aka
Sentinel,
Karen, aka the Gaslighter. Really wrong time. Again, I was nervous at the end. I agreed. I think the word was perfect when you asked him how the match was.
Yeah.
I was nervous at the end because, again, Pew is that guy. I love the fact that Pew loves to tell a story with the butterfly and things of that nature as well too. So again, I was kind of annoyed. I wish there was a little bit more build up. I kind of wanted to hear Pew's side of the story in regards to the situation and things of that nature. But again, I knew they were going to tell a great story in the match, so I wasn't really worried per se. Pew's been here for a while, so I don't really expect much from him. I know when he gives us stuff, it's good. I watch and I pay attention. So that being said, I didn't want to bitch about it too much. The match was actually bonkers, especially the last 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
It ain't over.
Especially when he blocked the
two.
I think he blocked the 50 cal, the one in the corner.
Two of them.
That, and then he blocked the bingo punch. Oh, he blocked 2 50 cals?
He blocked 2 50 cals and a bingo punch.
Okay, so yeah, he blocked 2 50 cals and a bingo punch. And then I looked at his stock. He didn't have anything, and Pew had two finishers. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit! I didn't want to say anything to calm, so I muted myself, or whatever the case may be. But when he hit the pedigree, I'm like, fuck, he's gonna lose. So the fact that he pulled it off, I was like, okay, yeah, this man's a fucking, he's Adonis right now.
He's a fucking warrior.
Really, yeah. This was the match. This was match number 1 on my top 3. But yeah, great shit. But yeah, wrong time to fuck with this guy.
Wrong time to fuck with Daddy kills me. Go ahead, Blaine. Blaine. Go ahead, Adam. It's your match.
I told Pew I did not underestimate you. I went back. I watched film on you because that's what you have to do. Here's my honest to God take. If you underestimate somebody because you're like, ew, they're old, they're not around, then you're willfully ignorant and you're dumb.
Tell them
that. It's just
speak on it.
I just don't understand it because I was there. I used to be that. I used to talk against Pew and anybody else who's old. They're stealing my spots, and I've expressed that so many damn times. I've said it's the wrong mindset to have. If you look at somebody coming back, a legend coming back, and your automatic reaction is, oh, they shouldn't be here. They shouldn't have this opportunity. You're being Dennis Black. You're being scummy. So fucking knock it off. I told him I did not underestimate you. I scouted you because that's exactly what you should do. And I'm not going to fucking take it easy on you, and he's not going to take it easy on me.
Nope.
So it would be disrespectful for him to pull punches and for me to pull punches. And if he had won this, and he was close, fucking kudos to him. I'm happy that I got a chance to do it. that's really what I had to say about it. Like, I was very happy with the match. And yeah, there was, when he hit that pedigree and he put me down, it was a moment of, okay, this might be the end. Oh, never mind. And then right to the bingo punch. Like, here we go. And that's the way I think it should be. And I really, really, really dislike it when people diminish others because they haven't been active in a few years. Like, that's bullshit. And you did it to me and you were wrong. So knock it the fuck off.
I love it about you because you use that as fucking motivation, which is fucking amazing. Speak. He's one of the, like, the funny thing is he's about to lap his own fucking record, which is hilarious. So once he goes back to his masters, oh, you ready?
I already did.
Oh, well, fuck.
Tomorrow is day 372, which will tie Antonio tomorrow.
Oh.
And my last one was 363, so I lapped it a while ago.
Oh,
actually.
Fuck. Okay,
Well, since Jay changed the break time, doesn't that actually mean it's a break now? So
no. I think he gets like a week or two, like a week whatever before the break kicks in. I don't know. Maybe he gets fucked over with a break. Who the fuck knows?
The break starts tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So I'll be at 372, which means I'm tied with it. At least that's my interpretation. I'll talk to Cass because Cass set the rule in place, and I've been consistent with the rule ever since. So I'll double check with that.
Still pretty fucking good. So to your point, yes. So here's my thing, and here's the part where it gets a little spicy, and it's unfortunate. 2006 is not coming out, thankfully, but you'll get at least maybe 2016. So I think it was Sheldon who said something fucking stupid, which was like, "Oh, I hope the guy who doesn't deserve it wins." It's like, listen, you fucking dummy. Pew has been here since 2007 in some capacity, whether it was passing by, whether it was ambition, whether it was 2016 when we came back, whether it's not. It's like you can't be this blissfully fucking. You gotta stop.
I'm rubbing my temples right now.
You can't, because if you want to talk about undeserving, there's been plenty of motherfuckers that get ops that don't really shut the fuck up. Like you can't. You gotta put that in the pin and just keep your mouth shut. You can't.
Here's the thing.
It's unfortunate. I think it was him. If it wasn't him, I apologize. But you can't. You gotta be. Come on, man. Like I know there's a certain inclination with legends. It's weird because certain people at one point it was like, "Oh, legends, fuck you." But then when you get older, it's like, "How come I'm not getting these?" Like that's what I'm saying. Like fuck legends, but veterans are okay. But then fuck veterans, but legends. Like just listen. You have to respect the people that came here before and set the pace for you, whether you're a legend, a rookie, or a veteran. Like there's people who have set the pace for you, and there's people who have coasted. Like the people who have coasted, cool, but in Pew's case, he's not. He's a mouthy cunt, sure. He's annoying, sure. But at the end of the day, we're here now because of him. That's the first thing. Back in 2016, and glaze or not glaze, like I just that you can't. It's annoying. I know I saw that, and I did my best not to say shit then. I'll say shit now. It's like don't be dumb. Because if you would have won, it would have been interesting. Because like again, it's a relic fucking up. Because even B17 is not a fucking. He's not like the new star either. B17, what is this, 8 or 10? Adam.
This is my. I think this is.
God.
This is my 10th year.
That's.
God. He's old, man.
He is. Yep. He's an old. It's gonna. Oh, that. Because that means I'm old too.
Let's go, Jim. Put over your favorite.
If Cino is still here, Cino, you're one of the people who motivated the hell out of me because 2 years ago at Lucian, you're like, oh, what's this guy doing here in the middle of the day?
Wait, he did?
I'm fucking petty, and I will not let that shit go. Trust me, I got receipts that go back a while because that shit motivates me, and it does the same thing to these people. You think Pew's gonna take that shit laying down? Nate's
he doesn't. No, that's the thing.
Like, fuck no.
Nate, no. The reason Nate's motivated because people are talking shit. So that's why Devin might be in trouble. Pew don't give a fuck. Like he literally does not care. Like Nate does. Nate's like, Nate basically said, once my kids are in preschool, I'm gonna fuck everybody up. That's what he said in Nate terms, which is very polite. But yeah, once his kids, because he has 2 kids and they're both still very young. Well, once his kids are like in preschool going to school, he's gonna fuck people up. It's scary. So I'm like, just no, you're stop.
Yeah. And this is why I respect. This is the last thing I'm gonna say because then we gotta move on. And this is why I respect Brian. This is why I respect El Parca because he said that shit directly to my face. He told me, "You're on a nostalgia run, dude," and I'm like, okay, cool. I'll change your mind. I'll do it. So I respect him because he said it to my face and stuff, but he also had the balls to say he was wrong and change his mind. Not everybody here has the balls to say that they were wrong and change their mind.
Yeah, like it's funny because it's a quick sidebar. We're making okay time, but I also have to get my shit out because I'm fucking loose lip. But a fun sidebar is we're discussing the penalty for like, you know, maximum FPR breakage, and like the running consensus is 6 months. And in my head, I'm like, that's like, hey, that's kind of crazy. But in context, maybe it isn't. And then B17 is actually used as the example. He's like, well, what about B17? I'm like, well, technically his banning or suspension was because he willfully sabotaged the match, and then he made the mistake of saying he was going to do it prior to, you know, that like he did, you know, that was his issue. It wasn't like FPR breakage. His FPR was fine at the time. It was him saying, I don't want to fight on Riot and I'm going to sabotage the main event, and then he did it. If he would have sabotaged it without saying he was going to do it, it was a different thing. But he went and said he was going to do it and then did it. And then, you know, that's why he got suspended. So it's not whatever. Anyway, long story short, FPR still in the revision. There's going to be some interesting stuff regarding it. And more than likely that whole 6 months suspension will be a thing because fucking a lot of people are for it. So I'm like, whatever. My thing is, I don't want to penalize people, but look, if you fucking can't get the basics right and you've been warned time and time again, either you're willfully malicious or you don't give a fuck, so I can't be bothered. But back to my initial point, it's like, I don't care how you feel, like, you feel how you want about Legends, don't talk shit, because eventually you'll become that person, and then it's like, what you gonna do? Like, Adam has been here for 10 years, Cass has been here for fucking 10 years. Like, these are people who are now, like, technically, like, Legends. Well, Cass is, and B17 will be. So it's like, shut the fuck up. Respect the people who paid their way for you. And it is, I don't know how to put it. It's like, they put in the work, so shut the fuck up. That's my take on it. So whatever. Anyway.
Let's go, Jim. Put over your two favorite wrestlers.
Jim, it's your wait, did Jim speak or did I ignore Jim?
Yeah, I don't think
Listen,
I apologize.
I do have something to say though. I obviously have deep ties with Bash between the things that I've done in my time here with Pew and with B17. Now, as far as Pew is concerned, anybody who is shitting on Pew is like his contribution
fucking retarded.
Does not understand what he did for Ambition. The fact that it all, by all accounts, saved Ambition and turned it into what it was today. We got to 100 episodes with it, you know, and it could potentially have more of a future because of him. All of the work that he did, and he didn't have to do that for everybody. He took a backseat on his own and his own personal stuff to be able to try and make the community better. So I just have a hard time with anybody who has anything bad to say about someone who does stuff like that. So that's my big thing. Look, I hate B17, but I respect Adam. I think he gets that. You know, there's a lot of mutual respect and all that shit when it comes down to it. So enough of the glazing. Fuck you, Adam. Have a good night.
Well, yeah, fantastic match. Anyway, now
let's go on.
Yeah, now we're almost done. Now we're pretty much done. Like, main event time. We got the Parker video. I missed a chunk of it because I went to go get wine. Because I was fucking dry as a bone, and I was like, I need fucking sustenance. But what I did catch was very, I guess someone said boxing promo. It covered it covered all of the. I know what I did see. It covered all of the points regarding the feud, which is the fucking Mac Parker feud was really well done. Honestly, there's a lot of a lot of bits and bobs and bits and pieces and shit. So it's a fun ride. Match itself, I mean, after fucking Horse and Bash did a bunch of shit, they did the best they could. I think pretty good. I know Parker said it was the second TSM. It's not. I don't remember the number, but we've had quite a few TSWs. I just felt like being an anal nerd for the hell of it. Fuck it. It happens to me. I'll do it to everybody else. But no, all in all, good match. There was something at the end. I don't think if anyone catches it, great. If not, whatever. I'll keep it quiet because I don't think maybe nobody did.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
But solid outing, solid entrance. Solid in the sense that, like, basically, what is it? Drago said, "Lol, Parker wins." Mac tried. Mac came a little short. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? Parker's a fucking, like, just like B17. Parker's that guy right now. So is B17. So it's fun to see our champs. I don't know if anyone wants them to lose. I don't. Keep being solidified. It's just about finding quality opponents to build up, and it is what it is. So we'll do. Let's see. Fuck it. We'll do who has the most controversial opinion. Actually, we'll do whatever. We'll do Junkie, Jim, then Adam.
Yeah. So what I meant by the boxing promo. So like in boxing, they kind of do this thing where they just build up. Like usually, if there's like a big fight, they'll build up like all the big matches that kind of went to that culminated toward this specific. I think Jordan's got a really good. If this is his shtick when it comes to his packages now, I think this is a really good. He's got a really good voice as well too, so he speaks well. But like the music and it was really epic. So I like things like that. I'm sad because I really thought the person who was gonna dethrone him was gonna be Mac.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of I think he was getting a lot of fucking arm shit off. So I was like, oh damn. I do like the fact like during the match, if you watch it again, like Nate was, especially once the arm got to red, he started holding it often, like even when he was on the ground and things of that nature. Parker did a really good job of like throwing like objects towards his body, but like a lot of them hit his arms. I'm like, oh shit, this is amazing. I love the fact that Nate tried to cover it up with the armband and things of that nature. Winter Soldier versus Thanos was amazing. Well done. Whoever thought of that, you're
Can I say something real quick?
Go for it.
Nate did it, so did I. Respect your elders. I apologize. Whatever. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Make it about me is crazy.
I'm that's me. What you want?
Yeah.
20 years, baby. I'm unhinged.
Yeah, so Parker's also doing this thing that Bash and Jake are also doing, where they're trying to like bring people up and build. Like Parker's been very vocal about like whoever's going to beat me is going to be a star and things of that nature. I'm going to build it up. He's done it with Shelly. He's done it with John. He's done it now with Nate. Not saying Nate is not, because Nate is a great character and Nate really doesn't need anyone. But I do like the fact that he's kind of propping everybody up, and win or lose, you are at a better state than when you were before, just due to how good Parker is. So kudos. I really want to give him his flowers for that. But yeah, it was overall it was really good. I kind of see what you mean now, like watching like the highlights of the match in terms of like the hardcore stuff. But they played it well. It was a little bit different from Four Season. It was a little bit different from Ashley's as well too. Yeah. So I can't really complain too much. But overall I enjoyed it. I think I liked previous pay-per-views match a little bit more, just due to Nate. Really? It almost looked like Nate was gonna, just in terms of like the story, like in versus scoring him. Like if you watch that match, he was on fire. Like Nate was killing him. So I think overall, I kind of enjoyed that a little bit more, especially with the ending and the way it happened. But I don't think it's done. It's probably not going to get an immediate rematch, whatever the case may be. But I don't think this is over for Iceman.
But who's next?
I mean, I can go.
Fuck it, you can go.
Works. All right. So this was like I agree with Junko. I think I liked the first match better in terms of the closeness and stuff like that. And they went back and forth, and there were definitely moments where I think El Parca was sweating it. I was convinced prior to this that Marissa was going to be involved somehow. I'm kind of glad she wasn't. That would have been crazy, a crazy situation. As far as the match itself, I enjoyed this match. I probably liked B17Q a little bit better in terms of the best matches and stuff like that. But I want to say the hype package. It felt a lot more of like what TKO was trying to do now in terms of like the WWE style with like the talking over, and what they've started getting to with more of like the production and like the Hollywood style production. So it was a nice little voiceover. I mean, people said it was like a boxing promo fight. Kind of reminded me of some of the stuff they do in like the UFC too, which I don't watch a lot of personally, but it's good. El Parca continues to show up during title matches and does his thing. With Nate, I think Nate's in a great spot, and he'll continue to build himself up, be a potential challenger to someone down the road again. And I did not have a doubt that El Parca was going to win, and that he was going to retain this title. No, I said this on the pre-show. I said, you did. Like El Parca is going to retain, and I thought it might be because of Marissa, but when it came down to it, he's got the big match experience, and I think it's that killer instinct. There's a few people in OCW, B17, People of that nature who, when you get into those nitty gritty moments, they have like that Jordan gene or whatever you want to call it, the clutch gene, where it's like you do the things. And then there are certain people who may not even be winners all the time, but when they get in those moments, they have that little clutch gene, right? And those are the people who the killer instincts, all of that type of stuff, who hit the things when they need to hit them. And I think that was the story tonight, was El Parca hit the things when he needed to hit them, and Nate Mack did not. And that was the difference. So kudos to those guys. Nice way to end the season. I'm very interested to see where this leaves El Parca with his next challenger and who that next challenger might be.
I think it's Adam next. Or did we see Beak already?
No, it's me.
Go for it.
I'll make it very short. How can you not appreciate what the fuck this guy's doing? He's doing a fantastic job. You look at the people that he's helped to raise up around him and stuff. I had no doubt that he was going to be the walking away victorious tonight. I did prefer the first match as well.
Damn.
But I did. Sheldon Tremblay, John Carter, and we'll see what happens with Mac. But there's 3 people that he helped to, raise up, and that's the mark of some quality shit there. And I have to count it up again. I think there's only 4 people in OCW history, 4 or 5 people in OCW history that have held the title over 300 days. And I think that he's going to join that list, because I've said that the top 5, he's on that top 5 of handlers in terms of mechanics at the game, but in terms of that, he's also beaten some of the people that are in that top 5 list as well. So I'm really happy with what he did. I want to see him continue to hold on to it, and I am an El Parca fan, so I didn't really have much doubt that he was going to pull it out.
What you say? Oh shit! Time for a triple threat. What happened?
I didn't think that they were going to compliment each other. They don't like each other at all.
We don't?
Yeah, you're a liar. You're not gonna gaslight me. You guys don't like each other. Don't lie.
Deep seated. And he has to, because after B17 humbled his ass in 1v1, he has to. Man was holding on to a tag team win, so B17 said, "Oh, word hoot. It's 2020 all over again. Now 1v1 in 2024. How you feel about it?" I respect you.
And how could anyone hold on to a multi-man match?
I respect you. I respect you as a person.
Jimmy's nasty.
Jimmy is nasty. Yo, one of my favorite.
I'm gonna mute myself before I say some really mean shit.
One of my favorite. I have 2 favorite things. My favorite thing now is Quartz being a cunt to B17, in and out of character, and then also the deep-seated resentment that Jim has towards Adam. Yeah, because of that ass whooping. Like he wants to, like he got the lick back in the 4v4, but it wasn't 1v1, so he's still tight, and he ain't gonna get a rematch no time soon, so he's still tight. And the thing is, he was gonna get his rematch, and Jordan just let it in. Yeah, he'll get his 1v1, and it'll happen again. He's gonna fucking lose his mind, because Jim is not bad, but Jim is not B17. So it's gonna bug him, like it's gonna bug him on a fundamental human level, and that's the type of shit I like, because it builds good matches. You think Pew and Dupree is a gimmick? Now they motherfuckers got legit animosity towards each other. Yeah, like the whole hit him with a finisher and not talking to him for 3 months was not a joke. It was legitimate. It happened. I was there for it. I was like Pew would talk and you would shit from
yeah. If I ever hit Bingo Die for my sins on him, I think there would be some words exchanged between us.
No, they wouldn't. They'd just be quiet.
Could not be aired on Twitch.
Oh my god!
No! It would be quiet after the word.
Oh my god! That's the type of rivalry you want to have. It builds character, but it makes you a better person. So that is
it gets the people going.
Yeah, it does. So that is our final show for 2020. Season 19. We'll be back in April for 2K25 and everything in between. But yes, yeah, Juice, this is what you have to strive to be, Juice. You, C-No, Jinx, fucking Coco, y'all supposed to be the next generation, motherfucker. I better hurry up and step up, son. These motherfuckers ain't gonna be here forever. You gotta step up.
They're shooting now.
No, they gotta step up in some capacity, bro. They gotta be the next generation, because the old people are here, but they're supplementary. Like they're not gonna be here forever. Sometimes they go do their old people things or whatever. And then the modern people, which is B17 and Parker, they're like B17 is 10 years, Parker's like 6 or 7. Like these are old motherfuckers. Y'all gotta hurry up and fucking.
I I wanted to speak on that. I didn't get a chance to. In terms of like
Go
the
ahead.
legend stuff, this is not making sense. So, like for example, if we talk about real life, when those legends come back and they do specific things, if I have a question, let's just think about this. If let's say you're a handler or whatever the case may be, and you're stuck in a rut or whatever, you don't have any direction. If Pew decides to message you and say, "Hey, let's do something," are you going to say no?
I mean, me, I'd
Would it
say
make
no
sense?
because
No, well, obviously you,
Oh, yeah.
obviously you. But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't say no, and that's kind of what I've been doing since I've got here. I'm just like punching up, and the reason why I'm punching up is not only are they teaching me shit, but like it's also putting my character in a good position. So this whole like, oh yeah, these legends don't deserve it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like Pew again is royalty here as well. So it doesn't really make much sense to be like, okay, you know what? If he deserves it, well, motherfucker, he built the ground you're walking on. Does it make sense?
No,
Like, I don't know.
Oh wow, let me stop myself. Sorry,
What?
I was gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna stop because I get
Oh,
I get petty and it's very difficult because I'm not supposed to be.
okay.
Jake is not here to be
Okay.
like you got to stop. So
It's not
control myself.
necessarily glazed. Junko is a person who believes in things that make sense. It makes sense. So it's just like I'm not glazing him in the sense that he's amazing. That's Jake's job. What I'm saying is that like it's a situation of like these people are here to you can kind of like not say use them, but like they can help you grow or get you to wherever it is that you want to get you. Like for example, what Dev did tonight was a perfect example of what you should be doing. Shoot your shot, hit them up. Most of the time they want to help and things of that nature. I'm speaking from experience, right? I was harassing Melon for weeks. So it's just like I don't know. I don't understand why I don't get that precedence of like, oh yeah, does this person deserve it or whatever. It's kind of stupid, especially when they are the pillars of this place. It's weird.
Fucking Jews had me and then he lost me. He's like they want to help you and then he goes they want to be taken out to help. They want to be taken out to pasture. Help them, you fucking asshole.
That's crazy.
That he is so disrespectful. He's so disrespectful. And then you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna fight Nate. He's gonna be like, oh my stomach hurts. Oh my stomach's hurt. Express, bitch. I hope he whoops your ass, bro. I'm gonna you want to see biased commentary? You gonna get biased commentary fucking August 4th, bitch. I got a wedding on the 5th. I'm gonna make sure on the 4th I'm gonna fuck all the energy's going into you, son.
We have to wait till August.
No Diddy. Oh wow.
Why
April,
till August?
Fuck you, April. God damn it. I hate this place. April 4th. Yo, Benjamin, shut the fuck up. You're another one. I'm talking about Benjamin. You the future. Benjamin's like, you go put him out the pasture. Fuck you, Benjamin. Asshole. I hope Coco puts you out the pasture. And Marissa watches while he fucking bangs one out. You nasty fucking masked Canadian fuck. That's why we got tariffs against you motherfuckers in Canada. Don't stop me up. No, he's attacking me. Working Canada. Yeah, anyway, we're wrapping up. So wrapping up. Match of the night. Adam, go. Hurry up.
My match of the night is simply Drago versus Dragana versus Christine. I am ready for ice cream. Please move on.
We're almost done. Jim, your match of the
night. My match of the night was B17 versus Pew. Fuck you, Adam.
Junko, your match of the night.
My match of the night probably it's a tie between Daddy and Pew and Omen and Jinx.
Ooh, I don't like how you took my soul. Yeah,
sorry.
I don't know if it's Jinx versus Omen or B17 versus Pew. So feel free to fucking to say whatever. Yeah. So Jew said Pew versus B17. I'll say for the sake of being different, I'll say Omen versus Jinx. They're both like I would have to like figure it out tomorrow when I'm sober to fucking whatever. But those are my two matches of the night. Honorable mention to fucking Dragana and Christine.
Yeah, those are my top three.
Jim, did I ask you? I did ask you. Anyway, that's about it. What do you rate this pay per view? B17.
It is not it's not the top of it at all. I don't think it.
Jesus, tell us how you feel.
I don't think it even got close to Hard Target
Holy shit.
or Lucian. I don't think it was anywhere near that. It was very chaotic for me. The two previous shows, like Riot and Turmoil, they were very chaotic, and I voted C's for them because I am someone who really does prefer straight up matches. I'll be honest, this is probably a B- for me.
Okay, fuck. That fucking bash.
B.
Okay, Junkie.
Oh, these guys are so fucking old.
Well, fuck you.
I'm gonna give it an A-. I think it could have been a little bit better.
A-. I should put my boot in your face. What is that?
I love you. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A-. I don't think the top shows of the year for me were Lucian, Hard Target, and 20th, I believe, was number 3. But yeah, this was a culmination. There were so many things. We're not seeing Horse anymore. Bell's gone. Daddy almost fucking losing. You know what I mean? Like there was good things in this show. I don't know. I think it was good. I must give it an A-.
So I'm with Juice, aka Snitch. He said B+. I say B or B+. But usually I give everything a B anyway because it's never great, never bad. But yeah, fucking just I don't know. Just Adam came in hot. So that's the post show podcast. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back specifically April 4th for Riot 636, which will feature Devin Flash taking on Nate Ortiz for the International Championship. And then we'll be back a week later, April. I don't fucking remember the date. For Turmoil, I don't remember the fucking show number. Marissa versus Pearl for the OCW Women's Championship. And between the break, we'll probably have a live event, and I'll figure out who the fuck wants to fight on the live event for 2K25. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for taking my horse shit. Please remember that despite being inebriated in a high degree, that I want the best for you people, and I'm very proud of this season. I'm very proud of people who participated on this season. Far too many to mention, 40 plus. Thank you very much. This is a collaborative effort. For those of you who are watching now, basically they put the content together. Well, they give me the content and I put it together. I'm a project manager. My name is JCS, but this is the OCWFED community. So shout out to everybody who put the show together, who participated for this event. There was a lot of people. There was 27 videos. That means there was a shitload of people involved. And every fucking week we do something magical because we give a fuck. So fuck your Discord feds, fuck your Facebook feds, and that's pretty much it. We'll see you. Thank you all. It's the second or third season. Crazy. This is my I don't remember.
And fuck Adam.
Yeah. No, you're great. I have nothing negative to say about you. You're one of the good ones, Adam, as a matter of fact. But yeah. That's basically it. Thank you very much. We'll see you probably in a couple of days. Well, no. OCW people, remember March, 22nd is the move thread, so get that out the way. FPR will be finalized within the coming days. We have some fun. Matter of fact, here's a fun one that I'll spoil for you because I'm fucking feeling extra chatty patty. So one of the ideas for tag matches was, that for non-title you guys get a breaker, I guess. What is it called? The interrupt or whatever. A stop. What the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Help me. Please.
Breakup.
Yeah, you get one breaker. So this is what we want to try for season 20. There's only one breakup per match. So whoever gets it first gets it. So you can stop it, but once the break happens, that's it. So like let's say like it's I don't know, let's say it's Junko and Emp versus two dudes, because you could do intergender. If someone tries to if someone pins Junko, right, and someone tries to come in, if Emp knocks them out and nothing breaks, doesn't count. If they actually get through the defense of my boo and break it, that's it. No one else gets a breaker. Fuck you. Fuck you. One. Everyone just one total. It's a fight. Meta that shit. Oh, also, as Cass said, no jumping down and sliding. You got to get in like a normal person. So bees be damned. Watch out for the bees. So that's one idea that we have. Because fuck you. Because I don't want to sit there for non-title tag matches. Non-title tag matches get one. Tag title matches get two. One per team.
Ooh.
So you got to.
Yeah,
so
like
if you're a non-title, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, I like that change.
And it makes it more like as long as a break happened, like a break happens, then it's done. But if it doesn't happen, that just means whenever there's a fucking pin attempt, it's gonna get stupid. And I'm here for the stupidity. As long as a break doesn't happen, I don't give a fuck. Knock somebody out before they get to you. Whatever. So we'll see what happens. What?
Are we doing? Are tagged? Are they? Have you guys talked about tag moves? Or like allowing tag moves or something like that?
Oh no, fuck that.
No?
If you get a tag, if you get tag move, you get tag move. I'm not gonna fucking allow.
Okay, cool.
Like there's
Fair
no
enough.
reason for you to be allowed to tag. That's dumb.
Yeah, fair enough.
What is this season 4? What is this? OCW 2K 2013 where infinite reversals, so you have to give first contact. No, fuck you. You gotta work for your tag move. God damn it. There's too much gray area. There's other shit that we'll add, but I'm pretty sure that we're going with the 6-month rule on the the breakage of FPR. So don't fucking hit 3 strikes. It's looking like a lot of people are looking for 6 months, so we'll see what's up with that. Me personally, I'm 2 months or a month and no title ops period for the remainder of the season, but motherfuckers are saying 6, so we'll see where we go with that. But there's more for that, so we'll let you know as we progress through the week. But yes, get your moves in order, get your call in order. Online seems better. We'll see what's up. The people I mentioned: Juice, C Note, Stupid Coco, Jinx, not improve, but like. You're the future, act the future, B17, Fantastic Bash, don't lose anymore. Junko, I don't fucking know. Punch up, punch down, I don't care. As Draco says, Dale or Dale. That's the show. Dale. Thank you, God bless, and good fucking night. Stopping the stream right now in 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
I got to
God bless. Arigato!